Okay, you can hear. 100% in field. Okay, you can hear. 100% in field. Good speed here. This is also on island. I mean, can you even see it 3D printed? Oh no, even play around. It's very nice. So we are in the lab. 40mm tube. Whoa. Be mine. All our different materials. How do you guys like it? I think we are live. Hello, can you hear me? I have. Wait. There's someone talking. Wait. There's someone talking somewhere on my computer. What's going on? Can you hear? There's someone talking. Who is talking? Who is talking? Wait. What? Someone. What's going on? What's going on? There's someone talking. There's someone talking about Lego. Let me check. Where is I have a Twitch open somewhere. Oh, it's the Jang. Okay. It's the Jang, sorry. It's the Jang. Sorry. Okay, there you go. Oh, sorry. It's a very, very stressful week. Very stressful week. So how is everyone? Yeah, sorry, it was It's the Jang on. I opened because you cannot imagine how much in a rush I was this morning. Like, because the TV was back in the living room because of yesterday, all the setup was not there. I was on a meeting trying to solve the shipment issue from Monday, and at the same time, I saw Zombie's comment on a ticket that was asking for the Galaxy, which last time had the warehouse number, so it should have been shipped out. So I had to call the warehouse at the same time before the stream because I knew he would ask during the stream. So I had to have an answer, but I didn't have an answer. So I started the stream, and then after I started the stream, then I called. So that's why it was like 7 minutes before I was able. It was the time of the call. But anyway, so this week is so stressful. Like the Rocky Murph is, adding. So the working efficiency we have is pretty much at the maximum. I think is at the maximum, and we sponsor many people, etc. And when you add, even if it looks like a small project, I mean, like the Rocky Mountain River Festival looks like a small project, especially that a huge part of it is help from the community, right? But even that, it makes everything so stressful. On top of that, Disturb Medic has been very, very efficient, has finished all the pictures, so I have to check all the pictures, etc. It's nice because it means things are moving quick, right? But oh my god, it's so stressful. It's really stressful. And on top of that, we still haven't done. We have a lot of projects on Discord as well. I mean, the list of projects is just at this point is like, I don't even know when we will be able to start all of this project. But anyway, how about you guys? How is everything? Chewy, too much to coordinate with too many people. Well, I mean, do you know that in our team we are 3 people plus one that is working on a special project. So we have e-commerce, Anjing, that is sometimes joining the open meeting. Then we have Oriana, taking care of the Instagram, our Facebook, and sponsorship for content creation. And then we have Tonye, the awesome squad, Tonye for the product management. And then so that's the three. And not hopefully, fortunately, we have then the community leaders, let's say, and the Polymaker ambassadors, and then with that, then we can make things working, right? But I think at some point, so that's why, and that's one of the reason why I'm moving to the US, right? Because I think it's gonna streamline things a little bit more. Because all what I'm doing is with the North America market, so doing it from here is possible. I mean, we live in a world where remote work is very accessible and very open, not very open, very very accessible. But I do hope and think the fact that the time zone is the same, the fact that I can travel, the fact that we can call during the day and not during the night or something like this. So yeah, let's see. But I do hope moving to the US will definitely improve things. Yeah, exactly, Zombie. So anyway, so how is everyone? How was your week? Did you have a busy week as well? Nawaz Abdullah, thank you for joining. Beautiful silk metallic spools in the background. Yeah, still the dual silk, and the top one is our ABS lime, I think. And then the one hidden there, I think, is our light blue. I don't have any particularly new stuff around here, I think. I will receive, because I need to start printing for Riprap Festival, right? For Rocky Mountain. So yeah, I need to do that. And then all the drama with the Creality what? Sorry, I cannot see. Why your message is cut in half? Oh, there you go. Let me wait. So let me move this. Wait. Let me do this. Let me move this over here. What happened with the Creality? Let me read that message properly. What happened with the Creality? Let me move this here, and then let me come back a little bit. Okay, and then all the drama with the Creality K1 Max. What's the Creality K1 Max? Yeah, I mean, I was so busy that I haven't really followed the news. Okay, so let me clean up this. At the same time, let me clean up this we don't need. This you don't need. Oh yeah, I was also doing the giveaway winners because I don't want to fall behind anymore. So I was also doing that. And then I was reach out with some people that, which I understand completely, but they're really not happy with, the emails arriving a little bit late for their giveaways. So it add even more a little bit stress. I mean, even if I know it's completely my fault, right? If the email is arriving like 1 week or 2 weeks after for the giveaway, and then sometimes they use some words that are not very very friendly, but again they are a little bit upset, which I understand, but it just adds a little bit of stress, right? So it's not making things better. So if one day you have something that is late and you're super super angry about it for whatever company you buy, I don't know, a gift card from Walmart, blah blah blah, and you're not happy with it, then, and if you're angry, I can assure you that releasing all that anger on that guy in the customer service that will try to help you, I don't think it will be very very helpful for him, to be honest. Maybe it will be helpful for you because you can release your anger, right? And then you feel better. I mean, I hope you feel better. Otherwise, then there is nobody winning in that situation. But otherwise, it's usually not very helpful, usually. Sometimes some company waits that the customer is angry to do something. So yeah, sometimes you have to fake to be angry a little bit, even if you are a calm guy by behavior. But you just have to show that you're angry so that they take you seriously. And that's the problem. We should always take seriously, because otherwise customer would be angry just to be taken seriously. And then for the company that make the effort of taking everyone seriously, then and then you have these guys that are very angry, and that's where a little bit of the issue come from. But anyway, so what did I want to do? I was cleaning up for what? Oh, I forgot. I wanted to show you something. I forgot. Oh yeah, K1. What is this K1? And then I want you to share my screen, and then I couldn't share my screen because I have all the stuff here, and now I cleaned it up, and I think it's good. Okay, so now I can share the screen. Thank you for being awesome. Now, yeah, and then I haven't started the. Yeah, not very, and that's the reason why I didn't send any notification on our Discord and our Twitter for the live stream, is because I knew, I was very stressed, and I don't think it's very enjoyable for people to watch someone that is very stressed. So I didn't send any notification. So it's just, I just want to relax a little bit during this live stream, like I told you before, right? I take this live stream as kind of release time for me. So that's why. Okay, so I started the giveaway. Let me put this here. Like kind of calm down a little bit, right? Because during the live stream, there is 3 or 4 hours where I don't look at emails, DMs, Teams message, Facebook message, Instagram message, all of this. I don't look at anything, right? I'm just with you, talking about some nice stuff, and then that's it. What does goose fraba means? I can come distress if you. Oh, sorry, I forgot to send you the link. Yeah, of course. Let me send you something. And also, sometimes you can have ways of. Okay, there you go. You can also have ways of optimizing your work, right? But if you're so stressed and so busy, then you tend to have difficulties to take time to optimize all of that, right? So basically, you never end up being busy because you don't take the time to optimize your work, right? Do some optimization, like step back a little bit and then do some optimization, because stepping back when you're very busy and so many things to do, it makes it even more stressful. Yeah, it makes it even more stressful because you're basically stepping back. You're basically stopping everything in order to optimize, and stopping everything is very hard in this type of situation. Well, and my lights are not holding. Yeah, nothing is going. We have to stay positive, very positive. Okay. Thank you for lurking, Nawaz. Goose. Okay, so so let me share now. Yeah, and obviously, okay, this one. Okay, so I want you to check what is the K1 reality and what does goose fraba means. What does that mean? What is goose fraba? Goose fraba is actually a word that Eskimos use to calm their children down. Oh, okay. So it's a way to say calm down. Okay, interesting. I'm very calm, but stressed. So stress down. And then the other one. When are you going to add more to the Canadian Ponymaker site? Every week, freaking new file. Every week something new arrives, and more arrives. And actually, a week ago. Oh no, this Monday. Yeah, I mean, the time is gone for me. So anything related to time is completely gone with me. So anyway, recently I sent a huge shipment to Canada, and it will arrive somewhere. So it takes 6 weeks, I think, 6 or 7 weeks. So if it goes, so that means April, May, June, half June, mid June. But every day, I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but there is more and more products popping up on the Canada website. So every day there is more and more. Hi, Dusty Knuckle, how are you? The more the more interesting things for the new Creality products for you is probably the Hyper PLA filament. Yeah, okay. So let me check. What is Creality K1? K1 Max. Okay, so what is this? So $1,000 printer. K1 Max, speedy, smart, super. 600 millimeter per second printing speed, versatile AI LiDAR. Oh, I know where that come from. Observant AI camera and 300 by 300 by 300 large volume. Okay, does that sound like a little bit like their response to the Bamboo? Is that what it is? Is that how it is marketed? Like a response to Bamboo? I guess. Styling of the future. I mean, I like the design. It's pretty slick. It says, whoa, wait. That screen, that's definitely a response to Bamboo, right? I mean, that screen is... I mean, I saw that screen somewhere, right? Like that shape, that design, I saw it somewhere. Yeah, that's... Let me know what you think, but I mean, I'm pretty much late to the party for the discussion of this K1 Max, I guess. But can you confirm that after all of your, most likely Zombie has talked about it on stream, I'm pretty sure. So the conclusion is that the answer to Bamboo, right? Stranger 3D Things. Evening, everyone. Yeah, that looks like Creality answer to Bamboo Labs. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hey, Westery, how are you? Okay, so let me see. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Styling of the future, blah, blah. Okay. Nice touch screen. Dual core 1.2 gigahertz CPU, powerful system, unbridled performance. Unibody diecast, aluminum alone frame, blah, blah. Okay. Max capacity, efficient use of the space. What does efficient use of the space means? Is that the ratio between the printable volume divided by the volume of space that the printer takes? Is that how they define efficient? Because the most efficient defining this way on the market, I think, is the Ultimaker, and has always been the Ultimaker, I think. And they tried to do the same. So basically, you divide the 300 by 300 by 300 divided by, I don't know, most likely 600 by 600 by 600. I don't know. Flexible build plate. Okay. Does the Bamboo has a flexible build plate? Maybe not. Because you know what's the good thing? I mean, kind of the good thing of releasing after your competitors, right? Is that you can take all the competitors' market understanding, or you can understand all the mistake or all the improvement that this competitor could make, and then you release yours. So theoretically, if the K1 Max is the response to the Bamboo, theoretically, it's better, right? In theory. Okay, dual hands-free auto leveling, blah blah. Okay, but oh, that's cool. What is that? Oh, what is that? Is that a new hot-end design? They put what? Oh, that's so cool. Are they going to talk more about it? Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's have a look at this after. Oh, that's cool. Is there anyone? Is that available for purchase? Did anyone got one already? Nightcore. It's going to come down to how well it puts plastic down. The newly released Chidi Fast Bamboo-like printer has not been giving good results at standard fast speed. Even worse, trying to hit that advertised 500 plus millimeter per second speed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it always comes down to at the end of the day how good it prints, right? Yeah. Okay, so you're all aware of it already, right? Ceramic heater, ceramic heater, ceramic heater. Okay, so I have no idea what is a ceramic heater. I will have. Thank you for passing by, Westray. Thank you so much. And by the way, I saw that you got the cosplay, so that's very good. And I also saw your picture on the Discord. So I really hope you can unlock the project with the new spools you're gonna receive. The Max comes out in mid-May. Oh, okay, so it's not out yet. The smaller K1 can be ordered now. Oh, there's a smaller version. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, you have the K1 and the K1 Max. Okay, got it. The Rapido uses a ceramic heater. Okay, so I need to understand what is a ceramic heater. I don't know what that means. Ceramic heater equal like Revo or Rapido. Okay, then I need to know what's the. Yeah, it doesn't help me that much. Yeah, we'll just check. Let's finish the video. Is that impressive? 200 degree in 40 seconds? Is that impressive? 40 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think my S1 can do that also. 200 degree in only 40 seconds. That's very long. No? I'm pretty sure my printer can do that. Let me check. Is that fast? Let me see. I'm not sure if that's fast. Okay, let's see. I'm pretty sure you can do it. I don't think I'm waiting that much for. I'm waiting for the bed. I'm not waiting for the nozzle. Yeah, Kevin, I think so. I think it's not that much. Okay, let me see. Do I have a timer here? Okay, let me use the stream timer. Okay, so I will preheat as soon as it arrives at 29 minutes of stream, then I will start. So now it's at 23 degrees. And then start. Okay, let's see how long it's going to take. Oh yeah, maybe. Okay. $60. We are at 24, 25 seconds, 26, 30 seconds. Maybe it's not gonna make it. 100 degree. Okay, 40-second mark. It's at 110 degree, and it will take in total to arrive to the 200 from the very beginning. 130. Yeah, okay, maybe I was wrong. 60 seconds, 150. And 170, 71. And then it's going faster and faster. So 80, 16. Okay, 18 seconds, 80 seconds. So it takes 80 seconds for the S1 to reach 200 degree, and here is 40 seconds. So basically, they divide by 2. Is that a huge difference from 80 seconds to 40 seconds? I mean, I'm asking because they advertise it like it's a huge thing, right? It's in their 1-minute video, which means it's a huge thing. But is it a huge thing? Because when they advertise the bed, then I'm very happy to see that, because I always hate to wait for the bed to reach 90 degrees, right? But the nozzle, I've never had issue with the nozzle. With my Rapido, I can set the nozzle temperature from my laptop to 260, then walk to my printer and change the filament. It's ready by the time I walk to my printer. Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal. This hot and 40 seconds, it's not so much of a big deal, right? In that 40 seconds, you could have finished something amazing, like two gulps of water. Now I want to test mine. Yeah, you can test. I mean, this S1, I mean, it's not a particularly big printer, right? It's just an Ender S1, and it can reach in 80 seconds. So yeah, you're right, Kenneth Stam, you're right. Okay, okay, that's interesting. So I was checking but 90 second, I was checking the bed at the same time, and the bed reached from 23 to 50 degrees C in the same amount of time, which is 80 seconds, which means if I would have waited the full 90 seconds, which is 1 minute and a half, most likely the bed would have already been at 60 degrees. So this heated bed reaches 60 degrees in 1 minute and a half. In that particular setup, then mine can do that. Because at 80 seconds, it was, I think I remember it was like 50 something. I think 48 or 53. I don't remember. Somewhere around that. So I don't understand. Oh, sorry. Maybe because their bed is huge, right? 300 by 300. And maybe heating up this size of the bed in 90 seconds, maybe it's impressive compared to heating up my 250 by, no, not 250, 150 by 150. Maybe that's the point. I don't know if some of you has a big bed, and does 90 seconds is impressive for you, or I don't know. For me, not that much, because my bed can reach 60 degrees in 90 seconds already. So Kenneth Sang is not really happy with that. Okay, it's there's a lot of budget that went into that video. Look at that budget here, right there. Here's the budget of the video. Core XY, Agile on Swift, okay, blah, blah. 32 millimeter cube per second flow. Max flow, okay. Yeah, without talking about particular materials or something, but okay. Maximum flow, okay, blah, blah, blah. Faster to cool intricate models. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. But I think the Bamboo has the same. Up to 600 millimeter second speed, okay. Smooth surface by solving ringing. Okay, real-time monitoring, remote control. What else do they have? AI camera keeps a keen watch. Okay, intelligence add to volume production. Okay. 12 times faster, defy limitation. Okay. Zombie would ask 12 times what? Stable printing for a long time, blah, blah. Effective air purifier, okay. Well, the video is really nicely made. Oh, do they have carbon spool? Oh, yeah, they do. Okay, blah, blah. Oh, it's actually pretty cool. $1,000 for this. And then I'm pretty sure in a couple of months they are going to release the AMS. But that's super cool. Oh no, Creality Cloud app. Oh, NSTO, you don't have a good experience with the app? Okay. Sebastian, that's the same agency that made the video from the style of it as they had for their previous image videos. Once this agency also was booked by Anycubic, and they made pretty much the same video for both, making a bicycle replacement part in both of the Anycubic and Creality. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering how much is the budget to make such a video? I mean, you see, it's like the room. I mean, you need to create all of these things on the wall. You have to put all of the. I mean, how much does that cost to make? This is a 1 minute 30 video. What would be the budget to make such a video? He sat next to the printer. His eyes and ears provide real-time monitoring. Oh, Someone is coming. Hey, zombie, how are you? Hello? 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 Hello?
A lot to say.
What's that? The new metallic magenta?
It is.
Nice. But I cannot hear. Is it my music is too loud, or I cannot hear?
Can you hear me? Is this coming through?
Yeah. I can hear you, but I think my music is too loud. Let me lower it. Okay. Okay, great. So, do you have the full collection of metallic now, or?
Yes.
Bronze,
so.
silver, gold, blue,
I
metallic
bronze,
red, metallic magenta,
silver, gold,
and the LM
metallic dark
green
red.
to like the
I don't have
metallic
that
blue.
one.
Yeah.
But I do have the metallic dark magenta. It's a nice color.
Dark. So now we want to call it dark magenta?
We'll talk
Really?
about it later. Let's go back to the video.
Okay. Oh, is that? I know. Is that what Distermedic started on Discord? I think.
Oh, I started it.
Oh, you started it? Okay.
Actually,
yeah, of course you started it.
No, actually, I didn't start this time. I commented on it, but I had the same feedback.
Yeah, I think if I remember well, it was Distermedic that says something like, I'm usually not saying anything about colors, but this is not magenta. And then
what does he know? He's just a photographer.
Good zombie. I can just sit back and listen to the spicy hot takes instead of typing. What is the is the Death Racer coming along? Well, you made a mix. Is that the HF for both the white and the? Oh, nice.
It is. It's nice.
Oh, cool. Oh, you install all the motors and stuff. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, are you working on the second one?
Second track.
I mean, the track, the one. On
I forgot to print these for the second set because apparently I can't do math right, but that's all
right. What reviews you ding today? We're gonna do. But actually, when I type review the reviews, it means I don't have any topic, so I will most likely, read.
It means he's trying to get work done, but he knows he's gonna get distracted, so that's why I'm here.
Same with the Laser Falcon 2 was instantly 300 cheaper there. Okay,
like my shirt. It's a nice shirt. It's a good one. Tales
cool.
from Maker Decks.
I also have a special shirt today.
Hey, nice. Good one.
Because
side topic. Apparently, when you become Discord partner, you get a sweatshirt or something.
Oh yeah. But I had to send it to our US office. I couldn't send it.
Okay. That's like that's the best benefit. That's like the only benefit that I can think of. But
oh really?
So far,
I can bring it. Oh, but I think I took my size. I think, but I can bring it to Rocky Murph, and if it fits, then you can just take it.
That's all right. I'm like a medium. Probably wouldn't fit anyway.
I think there is there is a sweatshirt. There is a couple of goodies. They have like a kind of partner package. And
you just tell me this now.
Yeah, I mean,
This guy.
You know
the reviewer.
How much priority I put on merchandise, right? So I just put that.
Yeah, will I have a shirt to wear, or are you just gonna West Reedy shirt?
You have. Because I didn't deal with it. That was from the US team. So keep drinking. More advertisement. Keep drinking.
If I had a Polymaker sticker.
Do what? Sorry?
If I had a Polymaker sticker, I could put a Polymaker sticker on the bottom of my water bottles.
Oh, it's a sticker? I thought it was the whole bottle that was the merchandise.
No, this is a Linus Tech Tips one. LTTstore.com.
Oh, okay. Do you have the laser module on your S1, Nick? No, I don't do any. I just buy
an open printer.
I'm the opposite of Zombie.
I wonder if there's going to be a laser upgrade for the K1.
Laser?
Cool. K2 laser upgrade. That'd be neat.
Yeah, the next K1 is going to be K2.
K2 laser edition.
So anyway, I think that was pretty much the end of the.
Did you watch the whole video?
Yeah, we just finished the high budget video.
It took me like it took me like 30 minutes to get to the 2-minute video.
Yeah, I'm very efficient with videos. That's very well known.
Yes, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very attracted to the printer. It looks very cool. It looks very cool.
What looks cool about it? Tell me.
For me, the coolest part is the nozzle. I mean, for me, what I like is when there is something new, and this looks new to me. Except
New?
that everyone was like, "Oh, that's just a
ceramic heater."
So I was like, maybe it's not that new. But yeah, I just wanted to maybe go to that particular hot end because I have no idea what is a ceramic heater.
This thing, right?
Sorry, there you go. Bless you.
I'm allergic to it, apparently.
What's a ceramic printer? Like, what's the difference between?
So a typical heater cartridge is just a little thing you insert, right? Do I have any? Ginger wants to get up, but the little round heater thing that gets inserted to a block. So you have.
Yeah. I mean, the typical one. I mean, I don't know what's the name of it. But,
just a heater of certain wattage, but instead they took the same thing, but they wrapped it around the heater, so you're getting a 360-degree heating on the nozzle, so it's like even heating against the filament.
Okay, so in a regular one, you have a block of aluminum, or I have no idea what
aluminum, usually copper.
Copper, okay, and then you put a resistor inside that is going to heat up, and that resistor is going to heat up that heater block, and the heater block is going to heat up the nozzle plus chamber, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So that's how.
In that case, the block acts kind of like a capacitor where it stores a temporary heat load. So it takes the heat from the heater, goes to the block, and then to the filament. But you almost bypass that middleman when you have a circular ceramic heater, because it goes directly from that. Of course, it has to go through a little bit of metal, but just a tiny little bit.
So this is the thing that is heating up, and what's the material here? Is that ceramic?
I think it's similar ceramic heater.
This is ceramic? I thought it was like a metal or something, a kind of metal.
They correct me if I'm wrong, but they have little wires inside of the ceramic, and that's what actually heats up. So it is a resistor, but it's little wires. In fact, my ceramic heater is cracked, but even though it's cracked, the wires are still held in, or they're still making continuity, so it still heats up even though it's cracked.
The normal cartridge heater are still ceramic but have a metal cover around the ceramic. Oh, so you mean this stuff there that I was showing? So this stuff, so this is actually ceramic, the block here?
Yes.
And it's coated with metal?
There's a little wire, a specific wire, I forget what it's called, but that wraps around, and the longer the wire, the more resistive it is, or the less resistive. How does that work? The less resistive it is, the higher wattage output.
I thought that was a metal coil. Yeah, I thought so too. Nichrome or something wire. It is a metal encased ceramic and heat wire. Unless they are inductive, they are all using resistive wire. Okay, Sebastian, the heating cartridge. So when you say heating cartridge, just to make sure I have the same vocabulary, this is this, right?
Yeah.
So the heating cartridge and the ceramic heater are both resistive heater. The real new things is inductive heating. So it almost work induct. Yeah. I mean, in induction nozzle, I've seen that long time ago, right, at Formnext. But the ceramic, I just try to understand because. So wait, maybe we go deep here.
So all you're doing is taking that same exact cartridge, but you're inverting it, right? So instead of it going in a little circle, you're going in a much bigger circle with an opening. That's the only difference. What's
the difference between ceramic and metal? The two common chemical bonds of ceramic materials are covalent and ionic. Okay, and metal, the chemical bond is
Can we
called
see this for Thursday?
yeah, maybe the bonding of atoms. But that's the thing that make me relax. Actually, is like learning this type of thing. The bonding atoms together is much stronger in covalent and ionic bonding than in metallic. That is why, generally speaking, metals are ductile and ceramic are brittle. Okay, so it's all about the chemical bond, right? Okay, got it. And okay, so what is inside? Okay, so maybe let's go heat treat cartridge. Okay, so let's see if there is some schematic or something.
Maybe
shows-
cut cross section. If you type in cross section.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Sure.
Cross section. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, so solid nickel pin wire conductor. Okay, so that's the wire that is going here. Okay, so they don't touch each other, of course, because the goal is to create a high voltage potential, right? Something like this between the two, and then that will heat up in the between, right?
No.
That's not how it works. You have like a high voltage difference between here and here. I mean, not voltage difference. You can't like.
No, the medium max is a bit of an insulator, but it should make a loop, right?
Oh, it should make a loop.
I don't.
Well, if it makes a loop, then the whole thing is then the whole wire, whether it's inside or outside this, then is heating up, right?
So it goes from one side, it goes around the wrap, and it exits the other. And depending on the length of the wire, that's going to depend on, or that's going to make a certain amount of resistance, and then that resistance applied, or a voltage applies that, the voltage applied against that resistance makes heat, makes power. Oh God.
Sorry. How to make a cartridge heater? Okay.
I've not had enough caffeine today.
Well, that's not really what I wanted, but
there you go.
you have the wire.
Oh, that's built-in thermocouple. Neat.
Yeah, built-in. So yeah, that's not. I mean, is it a common knowledge? Is that like, am I the only one that don't know what is this?
Resistive wire.
I mean, like how it works.
I mean, I wouldn't expect you to just know, but you understand the concept, right? You have this long, think of a spool of filament, except the filament's conductive, and depending on the length of the wire, you apply a voltage, 24 volts, it's going to produce a certain amount of power output, or it's going to draw a certain amount of power, which gets transformed into heat, and then that's your.
It enters here, and then what you're saying is that the same wire will start winding here.
No, it's like a spool of filament. Okay, think of a spool of filament where you have one end right here and the other end in the middle.
Yeah.
Your input is on one end and the output's on the other end. So it's just it's a loop. It's one continuous loop.
Oh,
and as you send power or voltage around the resistor, turns into current, and power V equals IR and W equals I squared R.
Okay, I think I start to understand. Yeah, make it be same as a light bulb. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly. Okay, it's a light bulb. There we go.
It's a light bulb. Okay,
it's a light bulb.
It's easier to understand. Okay, good.
Which, yeah, it's exactly the same thing as light bulb. You have different types of wire, but depending on how long you make it. So let's see, an 80 watt. No, that's not gonna make sense. Yeah, an 80 watt heater has half the length of wire in it than a 40 watt.
Okay.
You have half the resistance.
Okay, I think I understand. So so this is metal, right? So the wire is metal, and then the insulation material is what? Is that ceramic?
Yes.
So the ceramic is the insulation material, and then all around it is coated by metal. because I guess it's what more resistant than the ceramic. But insulation material, insulation.
You
So
have to.
insulation
So
when it
it's
comes to
insulated because each one of those wires can't touch each other because
no,
it'll
no, no.
short
I know,
out.
but insulation when it comes to electricity, right? Not heat.
Yes.
Otherwise, then has no point, right?
Right.
So it only
Yeah.
so
Ceramic can still heat up like a ceramic pot or whatever, but it doesn't conduct electricity. In fact, we use ceramic insulators on our power lines. So that's those like discs. Those are all ceramic. It's very, very bad at conducting electricity.
yeah, it's like a light bulb, but if it actually emits lights, your printer has no thermal runaway. Yeah, yeah, it's like a light bulb that if it emits light, then you have to worry. Okay, I understand. So
Yeah.
the insulation, the yellow material needs to be a materials that don't conduct electricity but conduct heat. And it seems that ceramic is the best at this. It doesn't conduct electricity, but it's a very good. Is that a very good thermal?
It's not. It's probably not the best thermal conductor, but that's not the point.
Yeah, I mean it's the best at blocking electricity but conducting heat. It's the best at doing both jobs at the same time.
I don't think it's great at heat. Yeah, it's
because maybe some other conduct heat better, but maybe they will conduct electricity as well.
exactly. Yeah. So for the material, it makes more sense. That's why the winding is very close to the outside. So just the outside of the heater is heating up.
Mm-hmm. Ceramic has decent thermal conductivity, but 1/10 of copper. Yeah, okay. The problem if we use copper, then it also conducts electricity, right? So yeah, I understand. I mean, maybe ceramic is very good at this function, which is blocking electricity but letting as much as we can temperature going through. Okay, and why do we have a metal surrounding the ceramic? Is that because
ceramic is very brittle? It's very brittle.
I understand.
That's just my guess. Easier to handle.
Okay,
because you just had a long thing of ceramic and you snapped it, like you hit it against a desk and just shatter.
But ceramic is an insulator, has a low thermal expansion, high breakdown voltage, and very high melting point. Okay. Yeah, I mean insulator. When you say insulator, that's the
electrical insulator and heat insulator.
And thermal insulator, right? I guess it's the same words for both, so that's why I was asking. The metal is an armor layer. Okay, got it. Okay, I think very clear. Very, very clear. Sorry for the small, tiny tangent. Yeah. Okay, so going back, how many tabs? So we don't need this. We don't need this.
Yeah, it's just what my browser. You should see my browser. I have about 100 tabs open at the end of the week because I go here to here to here to here to here to here.
Yeah.
ADHD life. Okay, so this is just ceramic heater.
Okay, but, so ceramic heater.
But ceramic heaters, I do believe, allow for more flow with the same amount of power because you're heating it so evenly. It has a better thermal transfer to the actual filament.
Yeah, okay, so let me maybe it's this. Is it this? So no, maybe not.
What?
I'm looking at the ceramic heater that is going around.
It's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing as we looked at, except the wire goes this way around it, right? It goes up and around.
Well, that's what I wanted to see. So you said the Rapido is this?
Yeah. Rapido? It's the same thing as what you looked at. Instead of having those two wires come through the middle, it's just hollow.
Okay. It wouldn't be a polemic stream without tangent. Okay, so are we known for that? For the
no, definitely not. That's perfect. So it has that ceramic heater with the wires that go around, they loop around, and then it goes over a metal conductive material.
A larger melt zone to should hide the blah, blah. Okay, so here, so it goes all around. So you have the two wires that comes at the top. One wire goes around, then come back up, and then goes back here. Okay. And then, so this one is not coated with the metal armor, right? It's just is just. Do you have a? Oh yeah, you just showed one. So is that ceramic directly, or is that also coated with metal armor?
No, I think the internal provides enough stability. But I mean, if you look at mine, you won't really be able to see it, but it's cracked. Like I have a big crack going down it. So that explains why it's. You see it has a big crack going down the side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh okay. So that's because it's very brittle, right?
Yes. Yeah, so what happened is I just screwed in too much into it, and it kind of put a stress fracture.
Okay. I wish there is a rapido cross section.
It's this. It's actually, this is even better. It's this. So your nozzle goes in like this, and your heat break goes in like this, and you have all the wire going around. It's exactly that.
Okay. But then what's induction heating? I thought that was the same. Like the fact that you have electricity that is going around is creating.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean,
I have no idea how induction works. It's magnets, and I don't know.
because I think it's similar. Is something going around the nozzle?
Yeah, it's okay. It's creating a magnetic field instead of generating a resistive element. It's a magnetic field. So now you're heating with magnets.
Okay.
It creates a magnetic field that goes around the whole thing, and
okay. So
I guess
here
magnets
you
are
go.
hot.
Either is resistive, either is inductive.
Yes.
Induction coil and resistive. Okay.
So just like when you have a stove, I have a resistive stove. It has a heating element which has to physically touch to make, heat transfer. But with an inductive element, when I put a metal pan on top, it then passes electricity or magnetic field flux flux through the system and turns into heat.
But then that's also resistive, right? Because it's heating up because you have a current passing through, and it will heat up because of the resistivity of the material that the current is passing through, right?
Yes.
So it's inductive / resistive, right?
Yeah. I this is the part of college I definitely skipped over. I think most of us did. It's actually a meme. Flux is definitely a meme.
Yeah. You see, induction coil is here,
Yeah.
and then I think it's going to heat up this, but heating up this is resistivity.
So yeah, but it's depending on how you transfer it. So since you're transferring it with a magnetic field, hypothetically it's more efficient, or it's quicker, or something.
Yeah. So it's all about. So at the end of the day, the heat can only be created by resistivity, but the current can be induced in different way, either directly, either by induction. Okay.
Yep.
It's only resistive in the steel nozzle directly. The eddy current there heats up the nozzle directly.
Yeah, so you're transferring all the power right to
Jonathan wanted to say a big no. Not resistivity. Okay, so what
it's
in the induction thing, what is making it heating up if it's not resistivity? What is making it
I'm not going there. I'm not even gonna pretend like I remember. Flux.
more
flux.
resistance equal more heat as the vote. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Griff gear. So the induction coil is going to create electricity, right? Where is the guy that says a big no? Jonathan. So if it's not resistivity, then what it is?
Magnets. How do they work?
The flow of electron from one end to the other.
Death Racer now.
Yeah, isn't that the definition of electricity? Well, there is. I mean, I don't know if you have seen. Do you guys know Veritasium? Do you know Veritasium on YouTube?
I don't recall.
No, is there anyone that knows Veritasium on YouTube? There must be. I mean, yeah, okay. Turtle Crawler. Have you watched the video about electricity? About so you have. Let me ask you this question, Zombie. You have a switch, okay, and then you have the wire that is going, like I don't know, 1,000
I
kilometers.
was me a quiz tonight. I didn't
1,000
study for the quiz.
1,000 kilometers on the right, and then come back. Let's say 1 light year on the right, and then come back to a light bulb that is just in front of your switch, and then on the left side is the same. You have extra super long electricity like wire, and then comes back. If you switch on the switch, how long will it take for the light bulb to on? And basically, yeah. So, well, people think it's quick because they think that the somehow the electron are pushing the other, and it's almost instantaneous, right? But actually, I learned that it's all about electromagnetic field. So basically, even if you don't have the wire, even if you cut the wire there and it's not even close, then something will still happen. Anyway, that video has changed my way of visioning electricity. It made it.
This channel has changed the way I vision filament and other things.
So, but anyway, that video is pretty flawed. Okay, but at least there is an experiment inside, right? It's the zombie-like video, so it's maybe the way he explained maybe is flawed, but the experiment is here. I say zombie way because he has done experiment. It's not only my way where he just do some theory.
I did some stupid stuff in college, I'll tell you that.
Okay, induction heating is running a current inside something instead of outside. So the current heats the materials from inside instead of outside. But it's still about resistivity, right? It's still heating up because there is some type of resistance. What if I put electricity through?
It's like thermal resistance, I guess. It's like okay. The best way I think of it is it's the metal is resisting the electric field, or resisting as the field, and then it absorbs it as heat.
Because heat is energy, right? So it has to come from somewhere.
Right.
And in that case, it comes from the current, right? So it loses current as it goes, or intensity. Current or intensity? Maybe intensity. It loses intensity as it goes, and that transforms into heat. I mean, if I simplify, right? Because the current is the same, theoretically. The intensity...
Only Creality printers were put together with the same amount of detail. Am I right?
Yeah, even the wire has resistance. Yeah, exactly. Wires can get hot, right? You would need to run AC power to the print head. If the magnetic flux doesn't move, it doesn't produce heat. The coil doesn't become hot, only the metal present in the field. Yes. Yeah, I agree with that. In induction heating, the coil is not actually hot. Yeah. This is yes. Because there is no resistivity. Because it just goes through easily. It's like, I mean, have you seen the size of the wire compared to the one on the ceramic heater? It's like huge wires, right? But anyway, I think I get it.
Okay. So it just uses a standard ceramic hot end.
Okay.
Interesting how it goes up and down. I wonder if it actually does that. If it actually goes up and down versus doing a loop. Because I don't know.
Oh,
maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't.
I mean, on this printer, it seems that it does, but I don't know if that's the...
Well, that's just a graphic.
Oh, okay. So
I don't know. I don't know. I can tear apart my Rapido and see how it works. It's already kind of broken.
That's why. I mean, there must be someone that cross-section Rapido that cut the Rapido. CNC Kitchen. He didn't cut any Rapido in half. Oh, yeah, maybe not. 3D printer. There must be someone that has cut a Rapido in half.
Well,
let me see. Ceramic heat ring. Okay. No, maybe not.
I didn't mean
Maybe
to.
nobody was crazy enough.
Just for science. Just for science.
You're going to cut it? Do you have anything that can cut through cleanly?
Well, it's already snapped, so I just gotta pry it apart.
Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering.
Fancy squints.
So then what's? Let me think. Oh, okay. So the difference is that usually you have the ceramic that is heating up the ceramic heat block. So are you sure? Are you sure the heat block is ceramic? The
yes.
heated block.
Here.
No, I mean the regular hot end, the heater block. Yeah, this. Because people were saying it's ceramic that is coated with metal. Is that confirmed? Is this ceramic?
What ceramic?
This.
The heater block? No, that's solid metal. That's
Yeah,
the transfer of heat. That's transferring the heat. You can't have a ceramic because ceramic's not a good conductor.
No, but we don't care about conducting electricity, right? We care about. That's just aluminum. Okay, so that's just aluminum, right? Then what's, because here is basically transferring. So here it's transferring from ceramic to aluminum heater block, and then from heater block to the nozzle, and nozzle to the filament. Okay, so we're basically removing one. Here is going from the ceramic to the copper alloy heat block, which I guess is directly oh, it's not even connected to the filament. It's connected to this. Wait. How does that work inside? The filament. Where is the cold end? Where is the? Okay, the cold end is here. Okay, so the heat block, the heat break is here. So does the nozzle screw through the whole heat block, or is there? Oh, most likely here there is a thing here.
Very interesting.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it is, yeah, it is removing one component from the so it has to do one less transfer. So that means the ceramic heat ring needs to be really how to say, press fit against the copper alloy, right? I mean, it has to be a very tight fit.
Science. Here's the inside of a Rapido. So you see the little metal bits on the kind of where it broke. I do believe that is where the wire travels. So it does look like it goes up and down.
It's just one block, or it's.
So the this right here, where the tip is. See that metal going up and down? I believe that's the wire inside of the ceramic. So it's like sandwiched between the ceramic.
Yeah, I cannot see properly.
So you have the ceramic that's going around this steel, or not steel, but actually whatever material this is.
I can see the white part. So that's the ceramic going around, and inside it looks
like there's wire. So I can't really zoom in too much more, but
so the
right here,
from what I see, there is a. Oh, there is a wire. Oh, in white?
Between the white, there is some not white. That's the wire. So the wire is sandwiched between the ceramic insulator, and you see how little distance there is from the wire, the thing gets hot, to the actual inside.
So what? So in which way it is coiled? Is it like up and down, or is it going around?
I can't really tell actually, but the way it broke, that's where the wire is, and that's why it cracked down that one specific side. I believe it's because there's a wire there.
Yeah, I can. The only thing I see is there is a white cylinder, and inside there's a gray cylinder.
Yeah, so halfway through the white, there is some not white.
Oh, so you mean the filament is embedded into that white shell?
So,
do you have a microscope?
Okay, you see the tip of this is?
Yeah. Oh, I see two black marks here.
Yes, that is the wire. The wire is directly in the middle of this,
Oh, of the white one. Oh,
So
okay,
it's
yeah.
kind of like casting a wire inside of ceramic.
Oh, I see. And so it does look like maybe it's going up and down, right?
Either up and down or like doing loops, like
'Cause if
going
it
back
would,
and forth.
if we, oh,
We
going
can ask
back.
Fadus. I don't know. Let's get Fadus on the line.
Oh,
Be
okay.
interesting.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
cool. Actually,
Fadus, if you're watching, I need a new Rapido. I broke mine for science. Please. To get new Rapido.
oh, okay. So a copper wire sandwich in graphite and
It was already
coated in,
broken, for reference.
sorry?
I said it was already broken. If anyone's, I didn't
Oh,
just tear apart a Rapido. It was already
Yeah.
kind of broken. Now it's very much broken.
Yeah, so it is a copper wire. I don't know if it's sandwiched into graphite, but it is casted into the ceramic. Like it's inside. So maybe
Regardless, there is a copper, or not copper, just a very low resistance wire, but high enough resistance that the total length of it equals a draw of 115 watts.
115
115 watts. Or so. I
Uh,
think let's do
so
some
you
math.
can make your own. Well, theoretically, what I'm picturing is you have a mold of a cylinder, and then somehow they put the wire inside that is already like coiled in place, and then they just
Yeah,
pour ceramic and then something
maybe.
like this. Induction heating is used in plastic injection molding machine. Induction heating improve energy efficiency for injection and extrusion processes. Heat is directly generated in the barrel of the machine, reducing warmer time and energy consumption. The induction coil can be placed outside thermal insulation, so it operates at low temperature and has a long life. The frequency used ranges 30 kilohertz down to 5 kilohertz, decreasing for the thicker barrels, the reduction in the cost and inverter equipment. Yeah, I think from the induction how it works perspective, I think is pretty clear. I think now the what we were saying
ohms,
that
5 ohms seems like. So it's a 5 ohm resistor. Does that sound correct? Maybe.
high
So
melting
24 volts applied
temperature
across.
is usually tungsten.
That
Okay.
work?
Okay. So I think
Too late
think
to do math. I don't do math on streams. How did we get here? Creality? Wow.
do you think
this is
reality would be able to answer these questions or?
No, definitely not. But I mean, how'd you get to this topic? Why? Are you,
Yeah.
Okay, better question. Why are you so interested in the heater?
No, I'm interested in understanding what I'm talking about, right? So here we have a ceramic heater, and I don't want to say, "Whoa, it's so cool! That's a game changer." I have no
Well,
idea what is a ceramic heater.
Fair enough.
So I want to see why do they market that it's a ceramic heater, and why
we
the
already
rapid,
learned Input Shaper at least. You know what Input Shaper does. We don't have to go over that again.
yeah, input shaper. Okay, that's I think we spent enough time on it, and I think the level of understanding is good enough. Let's say I don't want to go deeper because
Let's talk about LiDAR. Let's see how that works. I am very interested. I don't think the company knows how it works.
Okay, so I mean, at least let me think. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. Is very clear.
Welcome,
and I
McGee.
guess so the advantage. So why not every printer use this? So I guess it's because it's very expensive to produce this ceramic shell, right?
It's
I guess
more
the
expensive.
way the way it is made, I
Probably.
think it makes it more expensive. And maybe ceramic is more expensive than metal as well. So they just
I
put
think-
a big aluminum block that is cheap instead of a big ceramic block that might be expensive to produce. Because aluminum, you can just CNC it, right? Ceramic, I guess they have to be injection molding, I guess, or sinter at least. I don't know.
I will say that most new high performance hot ends are ceramic. Revo, ceramic. That's a small ceramic heater core. Rapido, LSD. Sorry, not LSD. STD6. That's ceramic. What is the Goliath? Or sorry, Goliath. Is that ceramic? I actually don't know.
And actually, that's why I want to learn more, because when people say ceramic, and I do my research, then I end up that everyone is ceramic. They all use the ceramic thermistor. So you know, when people say it's ceramic, yeah, it's ceramic, but maybe they don't know. Like,
Yeah.
what does that even mean? So at least now we have a good idea of what vocabulary we are using, right? If we
Why
are
is
saying
not
ceramic is this, right? So
ceramic printers? Let's talk about
no,
ceramic printers.
Goliath is not ceramic. Okay.
So what is it if it's not ceramic then?
Aluminum. What does LSD Houghton stands for? I don't know. I
No,
don't need
STD. STD, not LSD. Wrong acronym. Triangle can't come up with good acronyms.
only, obviously. Okay, cool. So what else do they have cool in that printer?
It's enclosed. That's a good one.
Oh, they are 12 times faster. Oh my god.
12 times. 12 times what?
That's huge. Okay, so what if we divide 600 by 12? That's what they consider standard because they say 12
50?
times.
Is it?
Divide by 12. Okay, so they cheat a little bit, right? I thought the default was known as 60.
They cheat a little bit.
It should be 10 times faster, not 12.
What are they saying is a typical print speed?
Well, typical they say is 50, but I think on every single slicer, the printing speed, like at least the main one, is 60, right? On
So
every
what
single one.
is printing speed? What is your definition of printing speed? So
For me,
I'm printing at 100 millimeters a second. What does that mean to you?
For me, it means that the nozzle maximum speed, like at which it will move, is 100.
Okay. Is that travel speed? Is that infill speed? What speed?
Yeah,
so if I'm printing at 600 millimeters a second, what does that mean to you?
If your printing speed is what, 50 millimeters per second?
600 millimeters a second.
600. Yeah, so for me, it means that if your printing speed is this, then it will, the nozzle will move at maximum at 600, depending.
Is it actually extruding at 600 millimeters a second, or is it just traveling at 600?
No, it's traveling at 600. I mean, why extruding? We're talking about.
Well, it's printing. It's printing at 600 millimeters a second.
Yeah, so why are we talking about extruding?
Well, is that what printing is? It's pushing down plastic. So when you do a print, like a Benchy, I'm expecting it to travel at 600 millimeters a second, right?
That's the flow, right? I think that's like the flow is this and the printing speed is this, but they are not. They are two different things, right? You can have a printing speed here, and people can have the same printing speed but different flow, right? Like
that's the issue, right?
If one is printing at 0.1 layer height, one is printing at 0.2 layer height, then they have the same printing speed but different flow.
So if a 3D printer has a travel speed of 150 millimeters a second, is that the printing speed?
But travel speed and printing speed.
You just told me that printing speed is 50.
No, printing speed and travel speed are different, right? Travel speed is when you're not extruding. Printing speed is when you are extruding.
So what is the printing speed of something like an Ender 3 when you have a travel speed of 150 millimeters a second?
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't need to know the travel speed, right? Because they are different.
So, that being said, what is 600 millimeters a second printing speed?
Well, it means that you can print at 600. Yeah, maybe do you have a more detailed question? Because it means you can print at 600 millimeters per second. I don't like the nozzle can move at a maximum of 600 millimeters per second. So the structure of the printer is strong enough to handle 600 millimeters per second.
Okay. So why aren't other printers like like Sobel? They advertise this as a 150 millimeters a second printer. Is it extruding at 150 millimeters a second? It can.
No, but that's different. Extruding is different. That's flow rate. You see, that's why they advertise two different, right? They advertise.
What do you mean by flow rate?
Flow rate.
It has to move at a velocity in order to flow. That is how flow rate. Well, that's not how it works.
No. It's two different. You have maximum for this printer. Maximum printing speed is 600 millimeters per second. Maximum flow rate is 32 millimeter cube per second. So it's two different.
So what's the printing speed of this printer? right here.
Well, you just said it. You said that they advertised that it's 150.
Well, it actually moves at 250 millimeters a second, though, in travel moves.
Yeah,
So it
then
travels at 250, but it's
then
only
they messed
advertised at
up.
150 printing.
Yeah, then that's their mistake. I mean, I don't know.
Is it?
If the advertise is 150 and it can actually do 250, then that's their mistake.
But the fastest this can extrude and print at the same time, actual printing speed, is 150 millimeters a second. Travel
No, but
speed
that's not
is the printing
correlated.
speed, right?
That's completely different. You have a maximum moving speed, and you have a maximum printing speed, and you have a maximum flow rate speed, right? So, for
Okay.
example, I think I know where you're getting. So, for them, for example, I would expect this 600 millimeter per second to be the maximum their printer can do. Okay, so for example, my travel speed is maximum 600 millimeter per second.
They don't advertise it as 600 millimeters a second, though. So
Sorry?
I'm expecting if I have a 600 millimeter second printer that it's gonna move really fast when it prints.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah?
expecting.
Is that what
this.
it's doing?
Well, I don't know if that's doing it, but that's what I'm expecting
No,
as well.
it's not. It's not.
So you think it's not able to?
It's not extruding at 600 millimeters a second.
Well, what I know is the printer. This is how I receive this marketing information. The printer can move at 600 millimeter per second max, and it can extrude at 32 millimeter cube per second. So this is my maximum. So let's say I'm printing, I don't know, I'm printing in PLA at, I don't know, very high temperature, blah, blah, blah. And if my 32, and I'm printing at 0.2 layer height with 0.4 layer width. And this, for 32 millimeter cube per second, that gives me a total of 1000 millimeter per second printing speed. Then I will have to, then my limitation is the printing speed of the printer. Then I will have to lower it to 600, which will lower my flow rate. But if so it depends on who is the bottleneck. If the max flow is the bottleneck, then I won't enjoy the full printing speed. If my printing speed is the bottleneck, then I won't enjoy my maximum flow.
So
that's why they are.
If your printer is never actually going to print at those speeds, if it's never actually going to move at those speeds, why would you advertise those speeds as your main selling point? Why do you think?
Yeah, then
big numbers makes more sales.
I would think. I mean, it depends. I mean, they can be very scientific, right? They can say, okay, we have built the printer, and the structure, the mechanism, the motion system is able to handle 600 millimeters per second. And then on the other side, okay, we have built the hot end with ceramic heating, with a very good extrusion, blah, blah, blah. And this can reach 32 millimeter cube per second, and with a little star that says for PLA, for example. That would be a little bit better. But a maximum flow has to be for something. But let's say maximum flow, meaning what for the best material on the market for high-speed printing is 32 millimeter per cube. So this defines the printer. And then you buy the printer, and of course, this is where the marketing kicks in, right? Is the 600 millimeter per second, may not be doable for most materials. You may have to use a very high flow materials in order to enjoy both the max flow and the printing speed. And that's where the marketing blur comes in, right?
Actually, let's get a website going where it's a does Prusa do that? Prusa acceleration calculator.
Because we could find it. Yeah, for example, I think Prusa has this. Maybe you can try to see how does 32 millimeter cube per second.
Yeah, what does that look
converts into a 0.2 with a 0.4 line width. What does that convert
to? Speed versus flow calculator.
And let me try. Can I do that
Max
on
volumetric
Excel?
speed? Maybe. There's no calculator.
So if I have a 0.4 millimeter.
Here we go.
With 0.2. Oh, do you have it?
I'm on Bondtech's website. So nozzles 0.4. volumetric layer is 0.2
This,
or
this
well,
is
0.2.
0.08
600
millimeter.
millimeters a second. Okay, that's actually a really good calculator. So at
Okay,
a
so
width, a line width of 0.4 and a layer height of 0.2, which is typical.
Yeah.
At 600 millimeters a second, you need 42 millimeters cubed per second. 42 millimeters cubed per second flow.
Okay, so there you go. So here in this case, the limitation is going to be your flow. So their printer is not able to handle the 600 millimeter per second with standard setting. But that's where the marketing kicks in, right? Because 0.1 could also be considered as doable. So if you do
So let's do 600 millimeters a second
with
at
0.1,
what is it, 32? Yeah. Wait, 0.4.
or just do a 600 millimeter per second at 0.4 and 0.1 layer height. This should be below 32.
So yeah, okay, let's try this again. 0.4 nozzle at 600 at 32. Wants to do.
Okay, so Sebastian made the calculation. So 600 millimeter per second at
0.12.
0.4 light width, then it should be 0.12 layer height, which I think is acceptable, right? Is acceptable. I don't think it's.
What does the quality look like traveling at 600 millimeters a second at 20K Excel?
Oh, what's the Excel on this?
20K. 20K.
Oh, yeah, 20K.
20K maximum.
Yeah, maximum. So, for example, for this, I mean, and do they talk about input shaper? Oh no, they just said.
Yep. Do they? I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, I think in the video they say smooth printing by solving the ringing issue. They don't really talk about input shaper, but I guess that's what they.
Close enough for the masses.
Yeah. Okay. So that means, I mean, that will comes down. What does the Bamboo does? What do they market?
So Bamboo does, I believe, 200 millimeter second walls.
I mean, how do they market?
I think 500 millimeters a second.
Okay, so that's also a marketing strategy, right?
I think they have a lower flow hot end too. I don't know what their hot end flow is, but I think it's less.
Because in your marketing you have to use bigger numbers than your competitors, right?
Yeah.
Whether it makes sense or not, you have to find it. You know, in marketing, it works the other way. It doesn't work from the printer to your message. It works from the competitor, then you build a message that is better than your competitor, and then you go back to the product and you see how we can make this number work, right? So let's say, okay, so we would have to take the standard as 0.12 millimeter instead of 0.2. Yeah, that's fine. 0.12 is good enough. That's how it works, right? So maybe that's how they did. They took, I don't know, what's the marketing? Let's see. CoXY 20 meter, 20 meters square. Okay. I think, I mean, I wouldn't do that, right? You have to use big numbers.
Big numbers. Gotta use big numbers.
Oh, sorry, I'm not sure.
Although
they
meter, is meter a bigger value than millimeters?
Yeah, of course. It's 1,000 times bigger.
So what's bigger, meters or millimeters?
Meters. Meters is bigger, but nobody.
But what's bigger, 20 or 20,000?
20,000 is bigger. 20,000 is bigger from like 20 meter is smaller from.
What's more impactful?
Yeah,
20K.
20,000 is definitely more expensive. Like you say, it's like when I say I'm giving away 1,000 grams of polymeric filament instead of 1 kg of polymeric filament.
Wait, you're giving away 1,000 grams of filament?
Yeah. Today I'm saying it. I'm getting crazy. I'm a little bit stressed, but that's okay. Let's go with 1,000 grams today.
1,000 grams?
Huge.
Is it actually 1,000 grams, or is it 1,000 grams with the spool?
It's I'm not too sure. I need to check. Yeah, Major Gamer Geek, my favorite. But anyway, Sebastian, yeah, exactly. 20 billion nanometer per square. I mean, that's good marketing, right? I mean, in that case, is a little bit funny, but that's the goal, right? You need to make something that make people react. that make people take a screenshot, share it on social media. Like that's the way we do marketing. But anyway, so how do they market their max speed? 300 all metal hot end, harder nozzle, hotbed, blah blah, auxiliary part fan, blah blah, okay, blah 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 blah.
What real numbers?
Okay, 500 millimeter per second velocity. So they don't even talk about.
Oh, they
talk
do
about
get the
flow.
same flow.
Okay, so the same flow, the same acceleration, but the bigger number. Okay, so look at this. Look at this.
Is the hot end on a bamboo ceramic as well? Is it the same style? Sure as heck looks different.
Ding,
I
dong.
don't know. I don't have one. I can't tell.
Here, just in case you guys haven't noticed, let me do that.
Yeah.
So who was saying that maybe the K1 Max was not?
What's better, a structure or a welded chassis?
Yeah, welded chassis or structure, max speed or velocity, acceleration or acceleration, flow or flow. Okay, so flow and acceleration seems to be pretty common, and then structure and welded chassis, velocity.
No, not flow, extrusion multiplier.
So okay, there you go. And then you were asking about the hot end. So are they talking about the hot end here? Yeah, ceramic heater, 40 watt. But again,
Only 40 watt.
I mean,
really?
what does, if you go into the detail, what does ceramic heater means?
Okay, all right. Does it have
Does it
40
mean-
watt ceramic? That's the
does it mean
same. That's the same style. A flat ceramic.
Yeah, so I guess
Does it
I
like
guess
different?
that's a common knowledge that when you say ceramic, it means the one that goes around instead of the one that goes straight.
Yeah, you don't talk about a cartridge heater as a ceramic heater.
Because I could say, I mean, my printer, it's a 12 watt ceramic hot end, right?
12 watt. It's actually 40. It's actually 40 watt.
Oh, it's
Yours
40,
is a
okay,
40
so-
watt ceramic heater.
Yeah, I do use the same. I mean, I don't know what's big about
So
Bambu.
special
I
about
have-
that one.
Yeah, I have exactly the same. Okay, great. So, oh, that's the print
Mech-
quality.
Wait a minute. What does Bamboo use to advertise their printer prints? What test prints did they use on their website?
Bambu.
Yeah.
What they use? They use models that.
Oh.
Oh. So on the left we have something from
Wow.
Toymaker. On the left we have something from Toymaker. On the top right we have a Benchy. On the top right we have a Benchy. Okay, so at least they changed the one on the bottom right.
Wow.
God.
You know
So they-
what? That is absolutely genius. I was talking about this earlier, but when you spend zero money on marketing, that's crazy. Where's the money, y'all? I'm curious. I'm really curious.
yes.
Actually, into manufacturing more printers, right?
Oh, Godzilla vs King Kong. That's a great message. And King Kong wins. Oh, that's a great message. Thank you, Grief Gear 3D. I didn't notice that, but that's a great message. Do you think, let me ask you a question. Do you think the marketing team has thought about, do you think in their meeting, there was like, okay,
I have no idea what is going on in any of their the meetings. I would want to sit inside of a room so bad just to hear the conversations.
Like the
I
open
want to
meeting?
so bad.
they need to do an open meeting on
Yes.
on this.
Reality open meeting. It's gonna be some projector in the very background. You can barely make it out, but it'll be open.
Like I'm picturing them seeing like I'm picturing them going through the Bambu Lab page, and then they see the Godzilla. Okay, we need to make. I think that's a pretty impressive one. Let's make the same. And then, oh, do you guys know the movie King Kong vs Godzilla? Hey, how about we made a King Kong? Then he's gonna give the message, blah, blah, blah. I mean,
I
and
think
then
is more money spent on marketing at this point. Right? It has to be. Marketing is the only thing that matters when you sell stuff. Doesn't matter what the product is.
they even have, you see, on the bottom right there is by Toymaker, and then
Yeah.
here at Toymaker. Oh, they changed.
Oh.
They put the tag, and then you see they forgot one here for the Benchy, and here they
Oh
forgot,
yeah.
they also forgot one here. So
I bet they
even-
remixed that Benchy too. I
they
bet they
even-
remixed it
even,
illegally.
copy pasted the mistake, right? They forgot to tag the designer here, and here they also forgot to tag the designer here for the Benchy. But anyway, okay, so here's a question, a little bit of a tangent. Do you think
Wait, a tangent? A tangent off of a tangent? Oh.
a tangent of a tangent of a tangent?
Oh,
So,
that's why I'm
is this good enough to just put the tag of the designer and we call it good?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
do you think they have reached out to Toymaker and then asked for the permission, or it's good enough to use a model for whoever you want, and as long as you just put their name, then
What's the
good?
difference? On Twitter or on Instagram, every single post by every single company, it's check our bio for the link for the model. And you go there, it's just their website, like a printables link or something. Like they don't link any specific models ever. I'm guaranteeing they have permission. If they don't, then they probably got it off Creality Cloud. But
I mean,
they would have
yeah,
had to have reached out.
So do you think they reach, like, for example, do you
Actually,
think they
I don't
reach out
know. I don't.
to XYZ here
No.
and then ask, can we use your Benchy?
No one reaches out for that.
And did they really reach out to Toymaker? I don't know. I mean, it's that's the thing. Like, if just putting the name, is this good enough?
I would say it's lackluster. It's lackluster, but it's sufficient. Because even sometimes I can't post a link to the model. I have to post their Patreon, and there's no link to the specific model. It's on their Patreon.
Yeah. So
why don't they include like some type of advertising link or something? Every link to this model gets us so much % back. They should do that. Oh god, I'm giving them ideas.
I don't know, because that's a question that we are also trying to answer, because there is the legality around this is so blurred at the moment, because it's very new. I mean, maybe they will catch up in 10 years, but right now it's to be honest, right now it's the community that decides, because that's the community that's going to react on all of this. So if the community is fine by we use whatever model we want as long as there is link, then that's most likely the way we are going to go. But right now, community is driving what legality or what's good or what's wrong, because legality is completely
everything legal is just a suggestion.
Legal is a suggestion.
Yeah, it's a professional suggestion. That's in a nutshell. That's what legal is. And you have lawyers are professional analyzers of the suggestions. It's a very interesting system, and I want nothing to do with it. But
Phoenix Call, I read the creative, the common creative something, but it's the most vague license that you could ever think of. Every single word is used to make it completely vague. So you cannot get anything out of this common creative stuff. The common creative stuff literally says it depends on what it depends on what you think. So it depends on the masses, how the masses will view this. And that's the issue. Because I mean, I could have just go through the common the Creative Commons license and just read and know what to do. But no. I mean, just read it. It's really it's a little bit frustrating, actually, because every time each line there is no conclusion. Each line is like, you cannot use it for commercial use. We define commercial use as a use that could benefit some type of parties that is around the making of the model, but it is clearly defined as how, according to our survey, most of the people would define marketing, blah, 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 blah. So there's nothing clear about it. So that's why I say it's up to the community to decide what is good, what is not good. The representative of another filament company has recently happily distributed paid model to people who got their filament so they can print nice stuff to show off their filament. One of the users accidentally wrote in the post, "Thanks, representative names for sending me the model. The designer was not too happy." Oh, you mean the representative of another filament company has recently happily distributed paid model to people who got their filament. Yeah, I mean, that's bad. Why? Because the community has defined, and it's
Again,
I mean,
that's all laws are. It's all the fact that people don't like something and it's written down. That's what a law is. It's all, at the end of the day, unfortunately, it is all subjective.
yeah.
And that's why you have people that dedicate their lives to diagnosing what the heck subjective means.
And that's the reason why sometimes you have some judgment that you may disagree with. I mean, sometimes you have something that you think is clear, you know. I mean, this guy is going in prison for 10 years, and then okay, nothing wrong, continue, because the way the lawyer has worked out all of these subjective sentences and put it in a way that okay, then yeah, maybe nothing wrong or something like this, right? I have, because I'm making a movie for clip from different film. Yeah, so this is also the issue, right? So you have the same issue, Phoenix Core, like how to use, what is fair use. That's exactly the same thing on YouTube.
What
fair
is
use.
MakerDeck?
If you go on YouTube and you check fair use, is like up to our judgment. The YouTube team is going to check and up to our judgment. So that's what fair use is. And then there is a couple of then they give you a couple of bullet points, and at the end they says this is just for your information, but it will be decided by YouTube. That's what fair use is. A little bit similar to common creative license. This is some guideline, but at the end of the day, you know, it's up to you know, what people will say. And that's the reason why right now the only solution is to literally call the designer directly. That's the best solution that we have at the moment. Just ask him directly. Can I use? Can I not use? How do you want me to use? Then whatever license is around it, you know, if you put that into a contract, so the reason why we have contract with designer is because, okay, that's clearly what we can do, what we cannot do. And then that's clear, net, that's signed. And if there is any issue, then we just bring this up. Because if there is any issue and a designer bring us to court with the common license, blah, 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 you know, that's going to be a very long process, because everyone is going to try to play with the words.
Yes.
In order to do that, what I can use is under the common creative license. Yeah. Fair use is defined. You cannot play more than 30 seconds of someone content without stopping it and talking about. No, that total crawler, these 30-second rules or 10-second rules, depending on which country you are, because that's made up. It's like suggestion. It's not a rule. It's not an actual rule. You know, if I use music in my YouTube video, that is
rules only rules if they're enforced, right?
Yeah. Also, Zombie is trying to make things a bit more detailed, and but you get what I mean, Zombie. Like all of this is
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, have you heard about the 5-second rules for YouTube? You know, if you use a music less than 5 seconds, then that's fine. But no, that's not fine.
Good night, Matt.
It's not. It's nowhere written anything about this. Yeah. Actually, we can go on Google right now and type that rule. I'm pretty sure the first thing is going to say is a many website that says, you know, this rule doesn't exist. You have to be careful. Blah 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 blah. I thought 5-second rules is when you drop food on the floor. Yeah, this is
what I was thinking too.
There is another video from Veritasium that is talking about that rule. Like, what does touching mean? How do you know you have touched something? Because the atom will never touch each other, right? There is always some type of, you know, void in between. So what is
back to Creality printers?
Okay. Anyway, NSO, it's 30 seconds here. Okay, so for you guys, 30 seconds, then you have to bring it out. Okay.
As long as it's not crawling before and it comes back and there's nothing crawling on it. I think that's the rule.
There's nothing crawling on it. Oh, I forgot my water. So maybe, Zombie, I will leave you with King Kong at the time.
That's funny because I was just gonna get a Band-Aid.
Okay, you go first.
All right.
So, okay, but from the quality of it, I mean, obviously they are not going to show bad quality, but to be honest, the small spikes here, at 3. Oh, okay. You know what? You know what's funny? So they market 600 millimeter per second, but they printed everything at half the speed, 300 millimeter per second. You see, the King Kong was printing at 300 millimeter per second, the Banshee as well. Oh, 13 minutes at 300 millimeter per second with a 0.2 layer height. 13 minutes at 300 millimeters in ABS. If you put a Banshee on Prusa Slicer and put it at 300 millimeters per second, is that gonna give 13 minutes? Or did they also lower the infill to the minimum? Did they use one wall? Because 30 minutes seems pretty quick. Or is it? I don't know for 300 millimeters per second. That King Kong looks like a version that you can buy on AliExpress. Doesn't even look like it's 3D printed. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it's marketing picture, so obviously they're gonna make great print. But as long as these prints were made on the printer they're selling, then it's good. It's very good. Even the bridging is not bad. 32 centimeters, 32 centimeters. That's this. 32 centimeters. That's a big King Kong, and you can print this in less than 2 days. A fast Banshee is all about acceleration. Okay, so it's all about that 20,000 acceleration, right? You can get
Banshee only hits, I think, around 250 millimeters a second max. Like the physical travel speed, because you're only traveling from here to here.
Yeah.
There's no way you can accelerate that fast, that quick. This Banshee right here
at 20,000 acceleration, what's the maximum speed you can reach?
I don't know. Zaprush has a calculator for that. Let's see.
I could print that in less than 2 days too if I use all my 7 printers. Yeah, I mean that's another thing, right? Is it better to get a fast printer, or is it better to buy 2 slower printer?
Looks like.
And actually, it looks like there's more and more bamboo print farms, so I guess they go for both. Because now it's
maximum.
fast.
The maximum diagonal distance on a Banshee is approximately about almost roughly.
Corner speed also has a huge factor when it comes to speed. So you mean the jerk, right? The derivative of the acceleration. So how fast, like how much can it change acceleration instantaneously, right?
25 millimeters.
25 millimeter is the maximum straight line?
Yes.
Is the longest
diagonal. Yeah, it's about the longest diagonal line to get out of a Banshee.
Hmm.
Not talking about travel speed, because there's no real travel speed when you're talking about speed prints.
In Clipper, I had to crank up the corner speed from default of 5 up to 20 to break the 30 millimeter mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Corner velocity.
Speed. Oh, that's interesting. So Clipper called the jerk the corner speed? That's how they call it?
Square corner velocity.
Square corner velocity. Okay. Interesting. And that's in the other firmware that's called the jerk, right?
Jerk. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think they're different. I don't know. Everyone calls the same thing different.
Because 5 millimeter cubic second is that what you say? I think it's the default on Cura, if I remember well. Yeah, 5 I think is the default on Cura. They are different but the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what else do they have? Okay.
So I can actually share my screen. Let me do that.
K1 Max reaches 600 millimeters per second. Oh, we have a small star. Let me check. Oh my god, oh my god, we cannot even read. The typical speed is
Wait.
300 millimeter per second. The travel speed is 800 millimeter per second. Okay, so we have another answer here. The structure of their printer actually allows you to handle more. You can handle up to 800 millimeter per second. The 600 millimeter per second speed is achieved at Creality Lab in the surface mode with a 0.1 layer height. Okay, so here are actually the answer were there. It was just written in black on black. So that's the reason why we haven't seen it.
I'm an influencer. I've decided that it's not even worth getting one of these, to be honest.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
It's cheaper than the bamboo, no?
I mean, for review, like to have.
Oh, for a review, okay.
I don't know. It's interesting because it's gonna be one of the most popular printers ever, but then again, it's just a fast printer. And there's gonna be many other fast printers. There's no real features of this printer that stand out. Right? So what features of this printer stands out? The big one, the K1 Max, it stands out because it's the 300 millimeter printer doing these speeds.
That's pretty.
I'd love to review this, absolutely, but
I think that's a pretty big feature to have such a large build volume. That's like 30% more than.
That's big, yeah. Everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people wanted a bigger build volume out of the out of the bamboo.
Is there? Oh yeah. So no. So the K1 is the same, but with a lower build volume, or
yes.
Check. So 600.
It's so the K1, and this is gonna be the popular printer because it's cheaper. It's an enclosed Ender 3.
How much is the K1?
$600.
So the other one is 600. Woo!
It's an enclosed Ender 3.
It's an enclosed Ender 3, really? But I thought it was Core XY and.
Yes, in terms of build volume, but practicality-wise, if you're in a slicer, it's an enclosed Ender 3 that can go faster. That's the big difference.
Okay, so what's your guys or Zombie? What's your forecast? Do you see these taking over the market?
The big selling point about bamboo and why I really want one is because the AMS. The AMS is something truly unique and special to bamboo. The fact that you can just put a spool on top of your printer and do nothing else manually, that's a huge win in terms of changing filament.
How do they handle the spool? They don't talk about materials here. Is it like a regular spool holder at the back?
Yeah, it's a regular. It's an enclosed Ender 3.
Oh, actually,
that moves fast.
They never talk about the spool stuff. Where's the spool?
It probably mounts in the back where it's least accessible.
Oh,
so that's why on that guy's desk he has the printer facing away from him, because you actually interface in the back of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point.
And he actually turns the printer around when he wants to when he's finished.
Okay, so every time they take the picture, they make sure that we don't see what's at the back, right?
Yeah.
Right. So where does the filament? So it goes from here.
Oh, the filament path. That's something. It comes out of the hot end and then goes into the cable chain. You know what that is? That's a right angle. It's like some really weird sharp angle.
Oh, they have a Creality OS? I didn't know.
From what I've heard, it takes Clipper, but then really smushes it into their own little thing. That's what I've heard. So I think this is an actual Clipper-based printer versus Bamboo, which is their own firmware, or I don't know what they base it off of. Maybe Marlin.
Hey, they call this a G sensor. They call this a G sensor. That's cool. I like the name.
It's cool. You like the name? Okay.
You control the G's, the acceleration. A G sensor in the printed measure the resonance frequency of high-speed printing. Wait. A G sensor in the printhead measures the resonance frequencies of high-speed printing and auto-tune the printer to mitigate it. No more ghosting and ringing on the print.
Ooh, no more ghosting? That's an asterisk.
Flow control with LiDAR motion advance. When you start your print, the AI LiDAR will test and recognize the best. if that's not just a big copy paste of the Bamboo. That was to be expected, right? There's nothing that you can much
No,
protect.
should we have to expect this though? Should we have to expect that, okay, someone makes something cool, everyone else is going to take that same exact thing, like Ender 3, and make the
Of
same
course.
exact thing over and over?
Yeah, of course.
Why should we have to expect
Because
that?
Because it's working.
Yeah, why does it
Everyone-
work? Why does it work? Because of marketing?
No, because the market likes
Right,
it.
marketing. It's all about marketing.
No, the market
The
has
market.
the market has completely went how do you say that
But
crazy.
why?
Bamboo.
The market only knows about it because of marketing. Now, marketing's not, as you know, it's not just coming from the company. The community markets the printer for you, or
Yeah.
filament.
Yeah, so so here's how I think the 3D printer company thinks. They think, okay, the Bamboo has been super successful, and then they think it is because they can produce good quality and fast with these different changes that they have made to the printer. So we're gonna do the same changes to our printer, or better. And obviously we're gonna see everyone coming up with this because it's working and people like it. So I think it makes a lot of sense for everyone. Nobody would want to stay behind, right? Except some company that would I don't know, feel that maybe, I don't know if we can call this proudness or not, and they really don't want to copy, so they want to wait until the an even bigger step. Not bigger step, but another step forward. Like, for example, I'm thinking about Prusa.
Deltas.
Will
Deltas are where it's at, right?
Prusa have an issue copying these, for example, by principle? They don't want.
Okay, compared to their XL, what do they have to do to make a smaller version? What is left to make a smaller version? You just make it smaller, right?
I haven't checked the XL so much, but is the biggest difference the price, or is there anything from the technology perspective that they don't have on the XL?
Well, the XL is a tool changer, so that's a very big difference. But it's a Core XY printer that's actually not enclosed. So it's an unenclosed. It's a non-enclosed Core XY printer. That's a tool changer. So we're gonna need an enclosed tool changer for XY.
Okay.
What's left to develop? This is gonna be the Polymaker printer, taking all of the best things from every single one, and not just things that people think they want, like LiDAR, which I guess most Bamboo users turn off because it doesn't work very well on a lot of filaments. Take the actual usable features and then make your own printer. Let's do it.
Last time we talked about making the poly slicer, and now the poly printer.
Absolutely. I have half the people in chat are printer developers. Like,
actually, people
from
in general, people think we are making good filament, right? And in general, people think that Polymaker has a good idea of how 3D printing works for materials. But and a lot of people are asking about printers, but the skills that goes into printer compared to the skills that goes into making filament is like very, very different, right? We can have a good understanding on how 3D printing works, but manufacturing a 3D printer, oh my god, I wouldn't even want to think about it.
That's where, and that's an issue. Manufacturing 3D printers. How do you do it? You don't just assemble a bunch of components and ship it out, or you don't just build the components, put in the box. You have to assemble the printer, test it, then disassemble it and put it back. That's how you have to build a printer. And that whole testing process, there's a lot of differences on how you actually do quality control. That's why you see a lot of more budget printers be variable. Some of them work amazing, but some of them just don't work because quality control suffers.
Polymaker printer must have ceramic heater. Well, to be honest, if we would have to do a printer, I think I would go for ceramic heater.
A ceramic inductive heater. We'll have a ceramic heater.
Yeah,
Okay, a ceramic heater, and then around the ceramic heater, you have an inductive heater. So the inductive heater bypasses the ceramic heater because it's not conductive, and it goes into the ceramic core. Is that what the Goliath is?
Well, I mean, to be honest, for me, I was pretty impressed by the Ascension printer, like the motion system and the hot end design, and also the Stratasys hot end design is also
I haven't played around with those yet.
pretty interesting. I mean, you can
give
think
it a
about
whirl.
the Stratasys design, right? The Stratasys has been printing for what, 30 years, something like this, maybe 30 years, 20 to 30 years,
Over
right?
25.
Yeah, and they have developed it. They have optimized their printer for reliability, not too much like speed or making it look good for the consumer market, blah blah blah. They have entirely based everything on reliability, printing something like something that a printer that lasts years and years and years and print as reliable. And the way they design their hot end, with the very, very long chamber inside, and the way that the nozzle design is done is, I don't know, I like it. I mean, if we would have to develop a printer, I would go, I mean, I like the first principle approach, right? I would go from scratch, like completely from scratch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Why 3D printer a cube? Why not hexagon, or why not triangle, or why not circle or something? Like, I would go from the very basic.
It's like The Office where they make a pyramid tablet. It's like a triangle.
A pyramid tablet?
Yeah, like it's a tablet, but it's a pyramid. It's like shaped like this. So instead of a square screen, you have a triangle. Why don't we do a triangle? Why does it have to be a square?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that I would like to if we would have to develop a printer, then I would really go from scratch. I would learn the 10 to 15 years of fast development we had, and just go back and see. I don't know how to say, but I really like the first principle way of developing, because I think that's ways. The first principle works well when you just had kind of a crazy, chaotic time. And for the 3D printing industry, we just went through a very, crazy.
That's why this was made.
Time, right?
This was developed from scratch. This is completely scratch. This had no real, right? This was taking off of a new design that was come up from thin air or close to it. It's still pretty similar to regular printers, though. There's only so many ways of making a motion system.
Look at what other printer manufacturers do. Everyone has their own printers, but it's just a Voxelab Aquila, where they put their own label on. So they buy it from FlashForge. Many companies which are not fully committed on selling printers just buy it and OEM. Yeah, I mean, if we launch a printer, we'll definitely don't want to OEM it. Otherwise, I mean, there's no. If we launch a printer, means we came up with something that we believe is game changer. Then we would launch it. And it's why are filament round? Yeah, for example, this. I mean, for this one, I mean, it has already been discussed, right? Actually, Anastio, the answer to that question, because it has already been discussed, right, is cost. Functionality goes after, but the cost is the biggest reason why filament are round. Hexagon printer, because they are bestigons. That's the problem. Very few manufacturers fully assemble and test the machine. They have test to plug in and test a bed-based unit and another to test a gantry assembly separately, and they are packed with a very low count random sampling pool from a line, fully assembled and tested. If you want cheaper filament, use a pallet extruder on your printer. If you want a cheaper filament, well, the only thing you're gonna save by using pallet is the extrusion, right? So it's not the biggest cost saver, right? Because Turtle Crawler, do not think that because we just watched a video from Sun 3D that was kind of insinuating that if you have a pallet printer, you can just buy the pallet from from a large chemical company at very low cost. But our filaments, again, there is a difference between compounder and extruder, right? Many companies,
0G pellet printer when?
Many companies are just extruding pallets that they buy. but we are not, right? We are making our own, compound, and then we extrude them. So whether you buy our pallets or whether you buy the filament, the only difference is the form in which it comes in. And indeed, the pallets are cheaper because you don't have to process them into a very, high quality filament, one did on a high quality spools. So that's the cost you would save. Best surface to volume ratio for filament, that is wrong. Also pallet, not dual extrusion filament. There are a few industrial large format printer that use pallet extruder, but that's a very different market. Total Crawler, even I don't know if you went at Earth 2022, but you could have seen a miniature pallet extruder. And to be honest, pallet extruder, can we say is the future? I don't know, but maybe.
Yeah, what do you think, Bob? Is it the future?
Yeah,
I can't wait for Bob's pill extruder.
Bob is definitely, that's the future for Bob. But yeah,
yeah, is it? Like, why are we spending all this money to wind up filament and send it in these very
exactly.
Why?
Maybe a first principle thinking on building a printer will end up not even using filament. Like we would, if we launch a printer, maybe we will launch.
You heard it here. Filament's junk. Let's just switch to pellets.
Yeah, and then even packaging. I mean, this is so much more efficient to send pallet. Can you imagine in this 1 kg box, I can only put 1 kg of filament. But can you imagine I fill up all the void, like the center of the spool or the corners, because I'm putting something something round in a square, right? It's like
hear me out. Polymaker develops a pellet printer and revolutionizes the way that we think about 3D printing. Talk about from ground up, right?
Yeah, a big first principle printer, and then these boxes will come in. I don't know if I fill up.
Well, they can be smaller.
I can go with 2 kg with the same exact volume format that we are using for 1 kg of filament. I mean, can you imagine all the voids here?
Or no. You send a solid block, and you send a shredder, and it shreds it into pellets.
Well, I'm not too sure that would be more cost effective than palletized.
No, we're talking about shipping. Like, in terms of storing filament, there's nothing more dense than a solid block.
Yeah.
Or like solid sheets. Ooh, solid sheets that you put through a paper shredder, and that shreds it into pellets.
Need a thicker box. Yeah, maybe incorporated in the printer, for example. But you get what I mean? Like, and can you imagine a pallet printer? You could, I don't know, you could print continuously, and then every now and then you come and then you pour another bag of pallets on the printer. Instead of unloading the filament and loading it back, you don't have to do that anymore. You just fill up pallets and more pallets and more pallets.
You take like sheets of paper, but it's actually filament, and you load that into your kind of like a regular printer, and it has sheets of plastic that go through a shredder and then gets melted down into the extruder. Can you imagine all the density of how much you can have infinite plastic paper sheets?
Yeah, but then that's the same. You have like you need to replace like a 2D printer, right? You need to add more papers, right?
Yeah. So you just have a giant reservoir of paper.
Okay, so the advantage of using paper sheets would be more dense. So we will have to calculate, what's the pros and cons of developing a printer with in embedded shredder compared to developing a 3D printer that just takes pallets and sending pallets. But anyway, you get the meaning behind first principle. It's to completely rethink the
breaking up a bit.
And first principle, you need to have a goal. Our goal is what? Our goal is to get this, right? Our goal is to print something. Okay, to print something good quality, blah blah. Our goal is to replicate something that was digitalized on our computer. So that's the goal. We don't care about filament 1.35, 2.85. We don't care about temperature at which it's printing. We don't care about anything. The only thing we care about is this. or at least for the mainstream. The custom printer, they would be pretty disappointed if they cannot investigate what's going on. But for the mainstream, that's what we care about. We just want this out of the printer. And if we go even bigger, maybe if we do first principle, maybe FDM is not a good idea. Maybe we have to go to PolyJet or maybe SLS or SLA or blah, 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 right? Maybe FDM is not a... Right now, FDM, the biggest advantage is material, right? Cost and material. But anyway, you get what I mean when I say first principle. So if we would have to develop a printer, then I think I would go down that path. Now, what's the issue? Usually starting a company like this is expensive, right? I mean, think about Elon Musk, right? How many times he almost go bankrupt in all of these ideas.
Easy.
But
Let's have the community do it.
If it's successful, sorry, what did you say?
Well, the community do it. We'll open up a channel in Discord. We'll have make a printer. There we go. It's gonna be a my design's gonna be a hybrid Core XY cantilever.
Actually, how do pallet extruder retract? They don't retract. I think there is if you use gear pump, I think it's how it's called, a gear pump.
I'm like
system.
half trolling. I'm half serious, half trolling.
What if we started with a solid block and cut away what we didn't want using a high-speed spinning bit in a spindle? Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And then no. Then we start and we make a frame out of it. We take the recycle bit, melt it down, and make another block. We have a really solid frame that way.
What if there is a 3D printer below a CNC? So you put your block on the CNC to form something, and the pallets goes automatically to the 3D printer to make something else. And that's a whole system. And then that blocks that comes in, and two things that comes out.
So long story short, that's how LiDAR works.
Okay, so we good? Everyone
Yeah.
is understand what motion advance is?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. What else do they have? Intuitive for everyone.
Intuitive.
Intuitive. Dual hands-free auto leveling. Oh my god, I remember the discussion about Bambu Lab on what dual means. First, strain sensors in the heat bed generate an accurate leveling mesh for auto compensation.
Strain sensors in the heat bed. That's interesting.
Also, strain sensor means mechanical, right? Like the
Yeah.
nozzle push, right? Okay. Second, AI LiDAR scan the bed tilt at millions point for more precise leveling.
How many
Both
points?
3 million.
How many points? Million?
Million.
At million points?
For more precise leveling. Both ways are hands-free, do not require any attention. So here was the discussion we had last time. If the LiDAR is making 1 million point, then what's the point of the leveling mesh of the strain sensor? Right? Why do you even need it? If on one side you have 16 point, on the other side you have 1 million. So you combine two to have 1 million and 16 point. Like, what's the point to have the 16? I don't remember I think we had a conclusion last time that made sense, but I just don't remember it.
That's a good idea. Why am I only doing a 20 by 20 bed mesh on my beacon when if it's just traveling and collecting points, I can do a 100 by 20 bed mesh?
Yeah, you could even do a mesh. You could even do the slicer will give you the volume, the surface, the first layer surface, and you just do the mesh inside that surface. Then that's the minimum.
I already do that because I use Clipper. But
okay, that's already doing that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Standard feature in printers now.
Really?
Yeah, adaptive bed mesh. Yeah, why probe the whole bed when you can just probe the section where you print?
Oh, that's cool. I think they use the multi-point strain level to get a better average than the LiDAR for a bed mesh. Coarse versus fine leveling. Yeah, so but I mean, what's the point of having the coarse if you can do the fine? You get what I mean? Like what's the
Maybe. Just an idea. Maybe the fine isn't very accurate. Maybe, pointing a laser at your bed isn't actually that accurate. Maybe that's why. Just an idea.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe the LiDAR does not have the dynamic range for that and can't just do the fine one. Oh, Sebastian, okay, I understand. So basically the LiDAR won't be able to do if there is too many differences. So they use the strain sensor to level it to a certain level, and then they use the LiDAR to level it even more. So the LiDAR can only work if it's already within a certain range, tolerance of leveling.
Well, okay, hold on. It's not leveling anything. The bed is fixed and the tool head is fixed. There's no leveling at all. There's no tramming. There's nothing. It's all in software.
Yeah, but maybe it's something like the strain sensor is going to give you a digital map, and then the laser is going to kind of calibrate for that map so that it can be more sensitive to that area of the map.
Probably
maybe
something like that. That makes sense. Yeah.
You can drive the z-axis for a consistent LiDAR distance. Yeah, I mean, the LiDAR distance, they cannot change it, right? Because like Zombie said, as far as I understand, it's not a mechanical leveling. It's a slicer compensation leveling. I mean, my favorite is like an actual, actual leveling. I like when it's mechanically leveled instead of compensating. But yeah, I guess that's how it is for this one, or both, because maybe if the bed is warped, then mechanically changing that, I think is a little bit hard.
Oh, you can introduce your warp-free technology into the print bed.
The print cannot warp; it has warp-free technology. So don't use environment above 50 degrees C.
No.
We need a new generation of board with 64 bits multi-core CPU to handle all features the people want. Yeah, but I mean that's not an issue, right? Because I mean, we do have the technology to handle all of that, right? They just go in the computer market and just get some CPUs there. I don't know. Is there, like, I wish I had a pie chart that define where the costs go, in a printer. Is that like, is that like a pretty even, like 10% in the CPU, 10% in the motion system, 10% in the hot end, 10% in the screen, 10% in this, or is it like half in the motion system, 1% in the CPU, 1% in the screen, or something like this? Is there any? Are you guys aware of the repartition of the cost in a printer? Let me go and take my water, Zombie.
All right, go for it. I'll share this. So this is wow, I'm small. That's okay. Hey, there we go. That's pretty cool. Not too bad print quality. I did this kind of high layer height. What? This is new IK3D model where it'll hold 6 cans. It's a V6 V6 can holder. That's nice. Wonder why that's like that though. Huh. Interesting. Nice color. I like it.
Oh,
Honestly,
nice. So
not
is
really
there a
that
conclusion
metallic.
on is
like-
it metallic?
Yeah, this one not really look that metallic. But it's a nice color. It's different.
So what was the conclusion? Did you guys have a conclusion on the color? Dark magenta.
Yeah, this is a dark magenta. Yeah. Actually, I tagged you in. If you go into the Voidstar Lab Discord, there's a pretty good discussion on it.
On what? On the color?
Oh yeah, and they're all different. Oh dear.
Let me go and check. On the color, you guys are talking about the colors here. You have extending the debate to another server.
I don't know how you can find where you're. How do you find where someone tags you on desktop?
Here, from
Really?
no, not from. Sorry.
No.
Tag. Mention.
Oh, mentions.
and Playmaker. Evidence for tonight. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I guess it started a little bit. Okay, so Ox, so magenta or purple for the.
I posted above that. Yeah, I posted those. So that's my picture.
Okay, so I guess this is pink, magenta, metallic magenta, and purple, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cotton candy, hot pink, magenta. Yeah. So magenta, okay, grape, and then
Yeah,
cotton
it
candy,
is magenta.
purple and lavender. Okay. Purple bubble gum, bright pink, warm purple, lavender. Okay. To be fair, you said what you think they look like. Yeah, okay, blah, blah. Oh, so magenta or purple for the second to bottom. Yeah, okay. Bubble pink, blah, blah. Definitely not magenta. Magenta is much closer to red. Blah, blah, blah. Evidence for tonight. So which one? The one that says magenta or the one that says not magenta? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, what is this? Different shade of a certain hue, which might be purple, I guess, in this case. Assuming my screen is all color accurate, blah, blah, blah. Heliotrop! Yeah, I mean, it comes down to the same, right? You can call the color whatever you want. I mean, Veronica. I mean, is there a Nicholas color?
It probably is.
Lipstick stain.
I think that's probably it. But
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, I'm happy if it's a dark magenta because that's what the metallic is. It's dark colors.
it is. I looked it up and you can search dark magenta and that's kind of like the right color.
Yeah, so which is good because for us, metallic, even if I know some people disagree, but for us, metallic means dark. That's why
So
we
how
say.
many people in chat thinks metallic, which is kind of like a shimmering effect, actually means dark? So yeah,
No,
that
I mean,
bottom...
it doesn't mean, we are not saying it means dark, but
No,
we know.
but is that what you
color-
think of metallic?
Hmm.
Because in the US, we think of car colors. Car colors are metallic because they shine. They have a shimmer.
Let's go and see our metallic line again.
Yeah, what is this metallic? Is it new?
There you go. Gold, also a darker shade of gold, I would say. The silver. Oh, I still haven't changed. I need to update the color, the picture. And then the gold. And then the blue, I think is considered as dark blue, definitely.
I don't think it exists.
The red is. I think I will remove the dark again because otherwise, then I should put dark here. But then it's dark everywhere. Everyone is dark. Then why the red is the only one that deserves dark? I don't understand.
No. We came to the proper conclusion. That should be dark blue. Why is there a PLA dark blue, but then a regular metallic blue? Why is that not metallic dark
Because
blue? It is
metallic
dark blue. No,
It's like-
metallic doesn't be dark.
It's
Google
like
metallic. Definition of metallic. I want to see that it means dark. Show me the evidence.
No, it's not. We define it. We define it as dark. That's how we
No.
define it. It's like
Chat
it's like
defines it.
galaxy. Why nobody say galaxy doesn't mean white glitters? It's the same. Why we don't call it galaxy white glitter black?
No,
Because
the
galaxy,
better
we
question is, why are she making more galaxy colors? They're amazing.
no, metallic is shiny. It can be a dark color, but doesn't have to be. Yeah,
There, I like that guy. I like you.
metallic has a specific meaning for car paints. Yeah, it has a specific meaning for whatever the company or the industry decide to make the meaning of. Like galaxy, why? I mean, someone from a different industry will come and say, why are you guys using galaxy? You know, what's the idea? Or oh, we haven't released it yet. I was about to
Okay.
say.
Well, why don't you look at the Galaxy ABS and maybe something's gonna be in stock, maybe not.
Oh, purple is in stock. I didn't even know. Oh, but only six left. So maybe
Apparently, dark
very-
gray was in stock too.
Really?
Yeah, Chewy got some. Didn't even notify me that it was in stock. It probably wasn't on the website, but
Oh yeah. So if you guys want to be notified, just you have to click here, right? And then you will
I
be.
did.
you will-
I did. But that's email. I don't read my emails.
Oh, okay. So you will receive an email that says now
Oh.
it's in stock.
We need a bot that sends you a Discord notification when there's a filament stock. I'm not joking. This is a real
Oh,
one.
actually,
Because
we have,
those are notifications that actually work.
Yeah.
4:13 a.m.
Let me think.
I think I was sleeping then. Might have been sleeping.
Metallic is both light and dark colors, purple or magenta, bluish color. Metallic, maybe we can pretend they are colors for people who listen to metal music. Yeah, it's up to whoever, right? We define whatever we want to define, and in our case, it's defined as darker colors that has a pearl powder inside. So that's how we have defined metallic. It doesn't work.
So why is silver not dark? Why isn't silver dark gray? Why is it light if it's metallic?
No, I think it's dark. That's what we just reviewed.
It's a really light color. It's really light.
Well, it's
Not lightweight.
would be considered as dark for a silver, let's say.
You think so?
Well,
I guess maybe. Yeah.
like the gold also. I think. I mean, especially for you, you think that our gold is more dark than
We're not going the gold. The gold's very dark.
bronze
Yes.
is the same. I
Yeah.
think. So yeah, I guess maybe the gray could be controversial when it comes to having a darker shade, but I think all the rest I think is pretty much. Yeah, actually the bronze
Bronze
is
is nice.
Yeah, I like it. I like the
I
bronze. I don't know
love the bronze.
whether the blue or the bronze would be.
Great.
And the green is the same. I mean, the green is more. Yeah, but the green is the same. I mean, we can definitely say it's on the darker side of green,
It's
right?
dark green.
Yeah, it's dark
That's the
green.
name of the color, right?
Well,
Yabberjack has the utmost truth. If your metallics are dark, shouldn't they be called dark?
no. Then there is no point of defining metallic. Then why would we?
Well,
why
what
would we
does
use
metallic mean?
What?
You're the
Well, but I just said it. Metallic for us is defined as darker color that has a pearl powder inside.
Is that actually listed in the advertising that it says like these are dark colors?
No, it doesn't say anywhere.
Oh.
It's like the pastel. It doesn't say anywhere what's pastel.
So is
And
Polymaker
the
the
same
only
as Army.
company in the universe that thinks that Gallic or metallic means dark?
It's same as army. You know, our army brown, our army red, our army blue.
Yeah.
You know, we define it as dark. You
Well,
know, but
army colors are dark. There's a clear connection, right?
yes, dark is
No
not
one's gonna
color.
have like bright fuchsia army colors. I mean, they do, but
Is there any way to make a lime green metallic?
yeah, you add sparkle to it. There, now it's metallic.
Metallic means shiny to me. Army snow camo is not dark.
Oh, you
If you put the metallic blue beside, I think in general people have issues with someone else defining something different from how they view.
Oh, of
things.
course, of course. I mean, that's why we're talking about this.
As soon as something is viewed differently from how they view,
Mm-hmm.
then it's the end of the world. I noticed that.
Mhm.
Like
End of the
sometimes,
world.
even if you travel a lot, I mean, you guys will be surprised of things that you think are a certain way, and finally,
yeah.
not
Yeah,
everyone,
I know.
not everyone is thinking this way, right? The most
Whatever.
important is communication. The most important is you understand each other's point of view, right? You understand what metallic means for me, and I understand what metallics means for you. Okay, and that's, you know, we don't have to have the same definition. That's also fine.
I think the biggest question is if you're just changing one word and name, that's not going to affect the SEO. It might even increase the SEO because it has a more accurate name. Why isn't it done? Like, what's the harm in just naming something dark? I don't see one.
What's the benefit?
What's the harm? Like, we know the benefit of naming something dark
Oh,
because it more closely matches what the color is. But what's the harm?
Sorry, what did you say? What's the benefit again? It will
The
what?
benefit? It closely matches what the actual in real life thing is, right? Calling a dark color dark is matching the expectation more. We talked about this, right? The expectation of the color, if you Google metallic red, you get a light metallic red usually.
Like this is, should I call this dark fuchsia?
Well, find something that is. Yeah, that's the point, though. Does it matter? Yeah, that's a dark.
Well, for me, it doesn't
dark
matter.
fuchsia.
For me,
what color is fuchsia?
all,
I have no idea.
you all already know, my thinking. For me, names is completely subjective. It doesn't matter.
Let the community decide your names if they're subjective.
There's nothing about it. It's all about the color code. It's all about color code, making some beautiful marketing, blah blah blah, some series of stuff. It's all about this.
Fuchsia is a purple. Well, what does purple mean?
Well, to be honest, for me, I define this as a dark red. I mean, there's literally some black spot on your metallic red. Is that
Those are
really
weird pictures? Those are really weird pictures. Like, find something that's actually metallic, like that. That
no,
bottle.
it's not. Google is going to define what people think.
I don't care what a color is. Like a screenshot of a color, that's irrelevant. Like, what's actually going to be that color? What does a lime look like? When you talk about lime green, it better look like a lime that's on a tree. When you talk about like yellow, you better expect it to be rubber duck yellow. You know, the simple stuff.
Nick, check PM on Discord. To be honest, Jerry, I kind of gave up a little bit my DMs on Discord for now. I don't know how many there is at the moment, but I think tickets are better. It's at least they get answered.
I know. I'm sorry. How did this start? Oh yeah, because I showed my nice look. Okay, let's trail back and look at this nice print. This is the nice color, right? You like this color? It's dark fuchsia. No, dark fuchsia. Dark magenta. It's nice. I like it.
You two and your color arguments.
I know. We should just have a color podcast. But I'm gonna invite my wife though, because she actually knows a lot more about colors. I'm not bullying.
Do you know the Hashbox, for example?
Forcibly suggesting.
I think Hashbox, they are what we call silks. They are calling it metallic. So what's your thinking?
Wait,
you
what?
guys in the chat, what?
Yeah, show me.
What do you guys think? Are they wrong? Are they
I think maybe conversation is a loose way to say argument. Debate. We're debating. There we go.
So let me show you. I think if you go PLA filament metallic. Okay, so this is metallic, which is basically their silk line, I think.
Huh.
Oh, I mean, or maybe no. Sorry, maybe I'm wrong. It looks like they have a. Well, I don't know what's the difference between the silk and metallic, but.
Well, metallic is like metal. Metal is usually shiny. I can see it. Sure.
But the silk, then our silk should have been called metallic. This is a metallic black. This is a metallic purple.
To be honest, I don't care if it's called metallic or not. I care more if the color kind of matches the name. That's all I care about.
Yeah, but like we discussed, right? There's no match. There's only a match of the general population in your environment. That's how it matches.
I tried chat. No dark. Was it dark? What color is that? Dark purple. Magenta.
I mean, so what? So should I call? So what does the chat want?
Okay, this
metallic
is a better
dark gold, metallic dark bronze, metallic light silver, metallic dark blue, metallic dark red, metallic dark magenta / fuchsia. Is that how you guys would want to name everything?
Here's a better question. When I lose my colors.
Yeah, Mighty Bean, I like that. If we can find a scientific data defining, for example, specular reflection, then yeah, you could say, the specular reflection of this is 0 for matte, and then 10 for silk, 8 for metallic, 2 to satin. Then this I like. This type of thing I like because it makes sense. Is objective.
I have a question for you in terms of color. Someone on one of the Discords was saying, why don't you just take a printed color sample and put it in I believe they referenced it as a paint color. There's like a box you put like a paint in, and it tells you what color it is very accurately. Why don't you just do that? Why don't you print and then use a very specific color sensor to tell you what color it is? What do you think about that?
That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
That's
how you. That's apparently you can bring in an object to a store that sells paint, give it to them, and they'll tell you what color it is. What is that machine called?
No, but that's different. It's color comparison. It's different. There is no machine that can give you an absolute color. I mean, it can give you the frequency that the emission frequency that it needs.
Home Depot paint machine, paint sampler. Yeah, what's the machine that does that? What's the machine that it takes a color? Because when you're mixing paint, you need to hit a specific color, so it uses a sensor.
It's a color comparison. I mean, we have that machine. It just
so why don't you use it?
Colors. Because it compares two colors. I keep saying it.
So where does the base color come from? How do you tell it what color you're comparing it to?
Because of a sample. Like we produce a material, we define, okay, this is what's going to be the color of our product. And then we compare all our batches to that particular color. There is a delta E, and our quality control has to keep the delta E within a certain range. And then all the colors are the same. But we cannot put one color in the machine and it says, okay, that color is yellow, or that color has that particular code, or blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Yeah, so why don't you take a Pantone sample that has an accurate color and then reference off of that? Because they've developed their own method.
Pantone is a paper. It's not a plastic. It's not a. Yeah, I mean.
Is it plastic? I think they actually have plastic chips, don't they? Yeah, Pantone's plastic.
And also Pantone. Then that means we are locked to Pantone colors, right? We are not able to make our own colors. Sorry, I'm checking because we should have something arriving soon, but
the dual colors? Are those something put it on the website?
Well, but they have to be in stock first, but they haven't arrived yet.
You should just put them.
Did I?
You should. No, you should.
Oh, yeah, just but they're. Yeah, but I
was in stock. Let's put them.
Actually, it's already on the website. It's just I didn't put the page active. I just have to switch.
Yeah, do it live. Colors.
actually, let me see. Maybe I will. Let me see if it's arriving in next week. Then I will put it on the website so that you guys can have the how to say the notification. You can start to get notification. But let me see.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's why it's nice to have it just for the notification, I guess. Okay, so the Home Depot paint thing is just a comparison tool between a random color, maybe a color swatch from the wall or something you bring in, and then does that. So you could theoretically then have a calibrated color. It doesn't have to be Pantone, but a calibrated hex color, if that exists, and then comparably make a print. Or could you go the opposite way? Like, why can't you just take a picture of something and get a hex code from it?
No, May 20th, May 15th and May 20th, so too early. Let's just wait. I don't know why. How come the Chameleon was produced so early?
Chameleon?
Yeah, the Chameleon, the dual color Chameleon, like this one. It was produced super early.
The Polyterra one?
Yeah, it's already in stock for like I think 3 weeks already. Like this one. This is the Chameleon.
Is that the first one you guys made?
I don't know, and it's in stock for at least 2 weeks, I think.
Don't you have a Chameleon color already?
Yeah. So Chameleon is teal and yellow, and the Silk Chameleon is teal and yellow.
It is? Okay. All
right. Chameleon.
Blue and yellow. Blue and yellow. Meh.
Oh, blue and
Sure.
yellow. And this one is, yeah, blue and yellow, chill and yellow. Yeah, kind of similar enough.
Close enough, yeah. I'll agree. We agree on something, yay!
Actually, it's very strange because you see it's blue, and then all the pictures are yellow.
Yeah,
because the
print
yellow
screen.
takes over,
Mhm.
and it's it's very strange. Yeah, the dual color is very strange. I mean, I'm happy we have all of this very nice picture.
I got that shark that I printed. It's like mostly green.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very nice.
I like it. It's actually one of my favorite dual color silks, besides Sunset.
I really love this Termedic. I don't know if you're still here, but I just love this 360. I'm looking forward to all the scientists 360.
Yeah,
They're just magical. I love
I
them.
think he's revising the system in which he does that, which is going to be awesome because it's just a really cool effect to have the lighting conditions change and
Yeah,
very
it's so cool.
awesome
love-
models. I'm glad we found those.
Yeah. I agree. So again, is that good enough? This, for example, all the cars models are designed by Turtlemine. Then you click on
Yeah.
Turtlemine, and then you have this, blah, blah, blah. So
Yeah, that's where you find the model. That's good enough for me.
anyway, okay. So yeah, so unfortunately it will arrive a little bit later. I do confirm that I will be showing off 36 new products at Rocky Mountain Reprop Festival. Nothing very new for the Awesome Squad, but I'm pretty sure a lot of new things for the others.
To be honest, I've probably forgotten half of them.
So yeah. Okay, and I think that's it for the Creality, yeah, air purifier. Okay, blah blah. And I think
TLDR, it's a clone of a bamboo, slightly different. What's next? Oh, the King Rune's next.
no,
The
it's,
King
it's
Rune
faster.
printer.
It's faster than the Bamboo. 600 instead of 500.
Oh, 600. No, actually, it's 800.
800, yeah, 800.
But you don't actually print at 600. You print at 300. Makes
I
sense.
wanted to see. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to see: the efficiency on the volume. Because this, I like it. I like a very compact printer. I think
You
it's.
don't
it
want
looks
this thing?
nice.
You don't like
It looks
this?
Like
You
a
like
huge
printer?
printer with a tiny, like for example, which Voron is, you know, the tiny Voron. Even if it's tiny, the bed is even tinier. What's
Yeah.
the Voron?
Yeah, the B0, like this size. It's still a
Um,
pretty big printer for the size models you can make on it.
Yeah, like some printers are very funny because they're huge, and then you have the tiny bed inside to print in.
All right. If we're talking about printers, King Rune KP3S Pro V2.
Whoa,
I want your
what?
thoughts on it. I want your raw,
King-
unedited thoughts.
Uh,
KP3S
KP3S
Pro
Pro
V2.
V2
Max.
Max plus Ultra the return modified. Okay,
Alright.
so this is that the Prusa Mini design, right? Like this kind of L shape.
Yeah, it's a cantilever. It's a cantilever.
Oh, this is how you
I actually
call
get
this?
one right behind me. Not the V2, just the regular. Using S.
Russia in stock. Interesting. Okay. Okay, what does it do? High speed printing, maximum printing speed, 350 millimeters per second, acceleration up to what? Maximum printing speed, 350 millimeters per second, acceleration up to 500 millimeters per second. But then you stop printing. From the 350 to 500, you just stop printing, and then you go back. Okay, what does that mean?
I actually don't. I don't. That's
Or is that 500 millimeters second square? Maybe.
No,
Is that-
that's slow. That's like slower than Ender 3. I think they mean that it can go up. It has the acceleration that it can travel at 500 millimeters a second. Oh my god.
Maybe. Standard boat printing below 25 minutes.
Standard
okay.
boat.
Standard boat.
Is that photoshopped?
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
Photoshop. Why is that? Why is that photoshopped?
I don't know. And it's not. And I think it's a render.
No, it's
I-
not a render.
I think it's a render.
It might be.
I mean,
render.
look at. I
Oh,
would
it's
think-
totally a render. Oh my.
yeah, I do think it's a render. It's Photoshop and it's a render. Oh, why they what? HDMI, micro SD, and Type C. Okay, so they
Yeah,
threw
no, I'm
everything.
that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, and then okay, so what do two linear rails? Okay, so linear rails everywhere.
Yep.
Except here. So what's
There's a
what's
rail.
on the other side? On the other
There's
side,
a rail, then a linear rod.
or linear rod?
Well, not sorry, not rod. Lead screw.
Oh,
So
lead
it's
screw.
a-
Yeah, lead screw
If
and
you look at it
the
from an
linear
angle,
rail.
it's a. So every
Yeah.
single axis is a linear rail. No V wheels. Yay.
I like how clean is the wiring though.
The QR code brings you to their Facebook group, I think,
Oh, cool.
or their website, probably their
Then-
Facebook group.
Oh, so you cannot level the bed.
Yeah, Facebook QR code.
So there is no.
Nope.
You cannot. So how is there a manu? Is there automatic bed leveling?
There's inductive probe like a Prusa Mini.
Oh, and then they compensate. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And then, oh, it's a ceramic heater. Ceramic slash aluminum heater block.
They must
But-
have so many of these in stock because they put the same exact hot on every single printer. It drives me crazy. It's like
okay,
some
so
weird
this is
V5.
This is the prop. Oh, it's a tiny extruder
Mm-hmm.
motor. Okay. And okay.
See anything
I don't
else?
see-
See anything else besides the light rays?
see
What's so
anything
special
else?
about this?
So special. Let me see. So they have a 90-degree cooling fan instead of dual on each side. They have a dual
Yeah, that
on something. So this is for the cold end, I guess. And then why do they have so much electronic inside?
yeah. Why?
Okay, so why do they have that much electronics there? Why is there even a PCB here?
Yeah. What's so special about this?
I don't know. Do they have? No. Is
not a
that
servo.
is
It's not a
there an
servo.
accelerometer and then to do the clipper stuff, the input shaping? Is
It's
that
a
this?
CAN board. It's a toolhead PCB.
Oh,
This is in my belief the first 3D printer in the market that has built-in CAN bus board.
so what does I don't know what CAN bus mean.
We can watch the video that Modbot did.
It's an accessory board in microbus form factor. Okay, so that's just a PCB.
CAN is a protocol commonly used in cars.
Okay,
It was actually developed for cars, I think.
but I mean, what's the point to have this here? Is that just for the accelerometer, or
So-
what does it do?
Look at the connector on the top.
Yeah.
It's
This
a
one?
4-pin connector. All the whole entire wiring for the entire tool head is 4 wires.
Or even the heater.
Yep.
Okay, so so wait. So they control the heater from here. So did they miniaturize the main board, or is that the main board? No, that's not the main board, right? You still have
It's a tool head PCB.
yeah, but what does a toolhead PCB means? So does that mean all the thing that was controlled by the main board for the toolhead
It's
has
right
been
there.
has been moved to the toolhead?
Yep.
Okay, and what's the point? Is that
Well,
less-
one, their mess of wiring is no longer a thing. It's just one little cable. 2, that's about it. It just simplifies the wiring because you don't have to have all the wires coming back.
Yeah,
But
is that-
it
is that- is
has
that-
a built-in accelerometer. It has a
yeah, accelerometer. That's a good thing, right?
That's good.
But having everything else,
Has a temperature
just to have
sensor.
the wire. I mean, I do think. I mean, that was my first thing, right? I do like
Mhm.
the fact that the white. It's like a very sleek design. I like the design.
Are any of the
I-
benefits?
I would wish
It's mostly wiring. That's the biggest issue.
it's a secondary board. Yeah, yeah. It's basically they split it, the main board into what's going on the hot end, which is mainly what the thermistor, the fans, and the extruder. Right. I guess that's the main thing that they have to deal with in the hot end, right? And what I like is the accelerometer because that means it's
What's the other thing? RGB. Wonder if it has RGB on it.
oh, it has.
I don't know if it does. Mine does though. Mine has RGB.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think you have the thermistor and the thermostat, right? I mean, how do you call the sensor and the thermistor? The resistor and the thermostat. I
Mhm.
think. The
Thermistor.
thermal sensor, temperature sensor, basically. So that's
Yeah.
2 plus the extruder. There is one connection plus the model cooling fan and then the cold air cooling fan. So that's 5, and that's the what? Oh, the probe.
Probe.
6, and then 6 and 7. Well, the accelerometer 7, let's say. So okay, so there is 7 actuators, so 6 actuator that this PCB control. Okay, so I mean that's that's
it's
a
very
lot
nice.
of wire. That's a lot of wire that
Normally, you have something like what Solval does is they have a giant ribbon cable, and it's kind of a pain. But just having a little tiny cable means you can manage it better. So it's kind of neat. And yeah, new capabilities can be added without wires. If you want to add another fan, you can have a second slot on there for a second fan. They don't do that, which would be nice, but
and there was a printer. Was it the Focus that has an HDMI cable that went from
that's
the
the BQBX. That's the one I
that was
had. Mhm.
Oh,
It used an HDMI cable, but it actually uses each individual cable as a different function. It's just a breakout cable.
okay, got it. Yeah, okay, yeah,
So,
pretty nice.
it's kind of neat. It's like one of the first printers does that.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even read. What do they say here? 5:1 high extrusion ratio. Is that high?
It's like a BMG. It's a BMG.
All aluminum extruder. So all aluminum extruder. What does that mean? It means all of these are not. There is no injection molding gears. They are all aluminum. Because this looks not aluminum.
They're probably just like the drive gears. I don't know what.
All aluminum extruder.
all
Because
aluminum
who is using plastic drive gears, right?
Well,
There's-
I mean, I am. Most
Right?
BMG drive gears are plastic.
No.
by
Sorry.
default.
For me, drive
Oh,
gear
yeah,
touch the filament, right?
but it's not aluminum. Wait, or all metal? You say all metal, right?
But they
The
say
aluminum
all
extruder?
aluminum extruder. What does that mean?
What does that mean? What does that
Uh,
mean?
So with 50-15 high rotation,
Like,
speed,
here, I'll show
large
you.
air blower can provide better heat dissipation in high-speed printing. Okay.
Here's what I think is is this an all aluminum extruder? Right here?
PDF DAF patch. Maybe they are talking about the metal heat break, all metal heat break.
Maybe.
What's this?
Focus. It's essentially what's inside of there. Focus.
Oh, so that's what they call all metal extruder.
I don't know. Is it the body's metal? Is it the gears that are metal? Is it the drive gears? It's definitely not aluminum. The only thing
Yeah.
aluminum on here is the actual body.
Yeah, I have no ideas. Okay, so next one is about their XYZ adopts high-speed micro rails MGN12. Hotbed part is fully aluminum, lightweight, ensuring no loss of step during high-speed operation. Okay, let me read that again.
wording.
High-speed micro rails. Okay, what's micro rail? Is that means small?
I guess.
Okay, so I guess it's
Compared
not
against what? I don't know. Linear rails? Maybe micro rail makes better marketing wording.
Yeah, maybe, but we agree it's linear rails, right? It's like,
Yeah, they're just regular MGN, not 12 linear rails.
I mean, they say it in a way that it's a big deal. Let me check. MGN.
Well, they
Yeah,
have like MGN 15 or other things.
So MGN 12 is a linear rail guide with okay. So there's I don't know why they use the word micro.
It's just ignore it.
Yeah,
It could be a translation issue too, when they're translating it.
yeah, could be.
Sometimes you insert words.
Hotbed part is fully aluminum, lightweight. Okay, so everything. Oh, it's a flex plate, aluminum, magnetic flex plate.
Yep, their Pro line comes with flex plates. Or sorry, is it Pro? The Pro
Aluminum
doesn't.
lightweight, ensuring no loss of
Yes.
step during high-speed operation. Okay.
That one I'm not sure. I mean, I guess linear rails are smoother, so it takes less force to drive them versus V wheels.
Yeah. Fast and stable network, high speed up to 100 megabits per second, right? And oh, is that a nice marketing way to say it doesn't have Wi-Fi?
Yep.
Okay. I was thinking why they make a big deal about an Ethernet cable. Okay, so because they don't have
We're gonna talk about that. Oh boy.
Okay, and they have, oh my god, they have even more connector on the side. So they had, okay, so let me summarize. They have HDMI, micro SD, Type C, Ethernet, 2 USB B, no, 3. For some reason, 2 are together. And this 4 pins connector, another USB-C, and another USB. No,
I don't know what that one is.
Yeah,
I don't think I ever found out what that one's for.
Oh my god, they put all the. We need a
On the
lightning
side,
port.
this is the front.
We need an iPhone lightning port, and then we have literally a micro USB, and we have everything.
Yep.
I wonder if you can use an USB Wi-Fi adapter. Most likely not, because that would depend on. Oh wait.
How do you get Wi-Fi on this thing?
Let me think.
Yes, the answer is yes. You have to use a Wi-Fi adapter.
Yeah, actually, yes. You should.
You
be
have
able
to. You are required to.
No.
If
I
you
mean,
are-
is it possible to add Wi-Fi to your printer by just putting a USB Wi-Fi adapter?
So what is USB?
USB or whatever, but you just connect a Wi-Fi adapter, and does that make your printer able to use Wi-Fi?
Well, no, most printers aren't running Linux.
Yeah, so that's
So
what I
this
was
is
thinking.
this is a computer.
You would have to have somewhere to store your file. Like you would have to send your file to something on the main board, to a system on the main board, and then you would have to being able to I don't think that's as easy as just adding a Wi-Fi connector. I think you have to have the system behind it. Otherwise they would have add a Wi-Fi if you could have done that, right? Because it means they just have to add a small Wi-Fi adapter embedded in the board, right? So I guess no. Maybe the answer is no. If this one, it should work with the Wi-Fi stick since it's just a computer. On a microcontroller board, it does not work. What printer it is? It is the Kingroon KP3S Pro V2 with Clipper firmware install. So the Cinzia, that's the printer we're looking at now. Why would the printer not have Wi-Fi in 2023?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I don't know what the pros and cons of having Wi-Fi. I don't know if it's a big cost saving to not have Wi-Fi. Because if we are talking
Clipper.
about,
We're talking about Clipper.
Well,
Clipper is remotely managed, so you need to somehow remotely manage your printer. Or actually,
there must be a reason, right? Why they
why don't you show me the screen on this thing and how you would, I don't know, load a print or something? Show me.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we know
where's the screen? Where's the screen in this printer?
Screen?
Yeah, where's the screen? Show me.
Oh yeah. Okay. Online storage. Yeah. Wait. There's no Wi-Fi? Okay. So now I understand this slide. This slide is very important for them.
Yes.
Oh, snap. Well, wait, but that's just the net. So you wait. Oh yeah, so it's remotely controlled, but it's wired to your network. Well, in a way, it's remotely. It's not wired to your computer, right? It's you, but
You
who
can't
has
connect it to your computer.
who has Ethernet cable or even plug in your home? Who has that?
So let me tell you this. Let's say you don't want to use Ethernet and you want to use Wi-Fi.
Hmm.
What next? What would you do as a consumer? You buy this printer. Oh, I don't have any Ethernet. I just have Wi-Fi at my house. I live in a dorm.
Yeah, I mean, maybe this USB Wi-Fi would. Oh, apparently there's a lot of people that still have Ethernet plug at home.
Well, of course, yeah, Ethernet. Most people have routers and stuff with Ethernet. You usually have your computer run to Ethernet, so you have
sorry,
connections during streams.
I didn't formulate my question properly. Like, who has Ethernet plug as not that one plug that is in the living room, right? I'm talking about plugs like regular plug. Like this printer, do you have to put that printer near your phone or near your router? Because that's the only place in your home that has an Ethernet plug.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yep. So what happens if you want to use Wi-Fi?
Yeah. So maybe I don't remember who in the chat said that, but maybe a Wi-Fi adapter would work in this case.
Because you set the Wi-Fi.
Sorry, no, but
I think set the Wi-Fi.
Let me think.
Just go on the screen. Enter your password, right?
Let me think. maybe it's possible. Maybe there's some type of Wi-Fi adapter that you plug it somewhere, and then you connect to the adapter, and then you set up everything on the adapter, and then you will let the network go through, and then you reach the machine, and then you are connected to the machine. Like you plug the adapter, and then
like a Bluetooth adapter.
Yeah, and then you connect to the adapter, and then you do your stuff and blah blah blah. I mean, it's just so strange for me that I didn't realize there's no screen.
Oh, it's strange for me too. I don't think we can figure it out.
I mean, am I correct to say that the only way to make this printer work is that you connect it to an Ethernet plug, which means you will most likely have that printer in the living room, and that's it.
Yep.
So
until you, okay, the process would be hooking up to Ethernet, and then, oh man, how do you even add a Wi-Fi dongle? Because this is just Clipper, so it's running a Linux operating system. So you somehow have to edit
can you plug
file
it to the Ethernet and have your Wi-Fi adapter connected, and you set it up with the Ethernet cable, and then you switch to the Wi-Fi, and then you.
But how do you set up Wi-Fi on a Clipper-based printer?
Yeah, I have no
SSH.
idea.
So you tell me, if you want Wi-Fi on this printer, you have to SSH into your printer?
I have no idea what SSH means, but
it means like opening a terminal, like going in your computer, opening up a terminal, and remote accessing your printer over terminal with specific commands.
Okay. It has 3 USB ports, so they gotta be for something. Yeah, I mean, all of this port has to be for something, right? Why do they even have an HDMI?
It's a computer. It's like a Raspberry Pi in there.
Yeah, I know, but what are they expecting people to buy a separate screen?
Yeah,
and
I can do that on my printer. I can set up Clipper screen by hooking up to HDMI. In fact, I have a screen right around me somewhere. It's an HDMI touchscreen.
So maybe that's another way to do. So you just put your Wi-Fi adapter, and then you plug it to a screen, and maybe you plug somehow in the Type-C. I don't know. In the USB, you plug a keyboard, and the other USB a mouse, and then there you go. You have your computer. So yeah.
Okay. So I'm not the only crazy one here.
Okay. Anyway, so let's see. I think there's a couple of
Good luck, King Rune. Good luck, King Rune. But it's so weird because all of that, but they have a CAN bus board on their tool head.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just so confused. I want one really bad, but I'm just so confused.
I mean, maybe they say anything here? Multi-interface option. With the internet connection, any screen can be your printer screen. You can control K3 Pre-S Pro V2 anyhow, anytime, and everywhere, as long as it's in your living room next to an Ethernet cable.
There's the yeah. Let's
Oh,
read
now I
this
understand
video.
why there's so many plugs. Look at all these.
Yeah, so they did a Facebook unveiling of this. I was live in there.
2-hour stream. That's such
Yeah.
a long stream.
It was actually quite entertaining to watch. And they did answer some stuff. I did not win one though.
Oh, I remember you guys were commenting that on
Yeah.
our Discord at the same
Yeah,
time.
we were like, what is this? We're trying to figure out this. Oh, the best part, the bed apparently has a second ADXL built in.
Okay.
So the bed has a second, so you can do an automatic, I think it's one of the first 3D printers that you can do an automatic input shaping without having to move an adapter.
Okay. I mean, they must have had. I'm just thinking about how they set up this, right? In their meeting room. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, not obvious. There is a high chance that their meeting room there didn't have an Ethernet plug, and they had to somehow extend it from somewhere in their company. I mean, they must have, like, I don't know, somewhere, and then they had to extend all the way here. I mean, I'm just thinking about our Polymaker office in Shanghai. I'm not. Oh yeah, there is. Oh no, there is Ethernet cable at each desk. Oh yeah, so maybe
My favorite, my favorite part of this whole entire live stream was their speedboat. They printed it at 0.8 layers because 0.2 is too slow. So they
Oh,
printed it at a worse resolution because it's faster. You want to make your prints go faster? Just decrease your resolution.
Kevin Tucker, Dig Nick say 2-hour stream was long. You got me. No, I was just kidding. And I don't like the plastic spool. Why do they use plastic spool?
Oh, okay. Why are they mounting a heavy
Oh, they did-
spool on a cantilever arm? Yeah, they did give away the whole time.
But they did give away on an iPad, and then they
Yeah,
showed. Oh, that's so cute.
They did all the
And
entries before the stream on Twitter and stuff.
But I mean, they
Like
it's-
this, the King Rune stream had higher production value than the Creality stream. Imagine that.
Okay, that's cool. But I mean, to be honest, I think it's really nice that they do a stream to unveil something because
Yeah.
you guys,
Oh
you
yeah,
know, you guys can
this was a
ask
lot of fun.
questions. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
Nice.
I mentioned my name too. I'm permanently engraved
Really?
in the video name. Yeah, because I asked the
Nice.
question. Oh, I said it was the first printer with like a CAN bus or something. They said that.
The auto bed leveling comes to K3PS Pro V2. So okay, so where does that come from? Did they start it with KP1 and then 2 and then
So, okay.
3 and 3? Because
King Rune in a
here I
nutshell.
see
K-
three evolutions.
KP3 is their linear rail based printers. KP5 is their weird rail based printers, the ones that the frame is actually the rail.
Okay.
SG rails. So there's a KP5L, L for large. There's a KP5M, M for medium. There's no KP5S though, but there is a KP3S, which is
Okay.
small.
Okay. And then the Pro.
The Pro is the 200 millimeter version. So instead of doing a KP3M for medium, they just changed the acronym to Pro because Pro sounds better.
Oh, so the KP3S Pro is the KP3M, according to a
Yes.
logical. Okay.
Yes.
And V2.
Well, I have version 1 right here. So it's
What-
gonna be
what-
version 2.
What changed between V1 and V2?
Okay, there's also the S1. I think it's the S1. KP3S S1. So the
Okay.
first version, this one, they released with V wheels on the bed. People got very mad. Yeah, there we go. This is the Pro S1.
Oh,
So the S1 does linear rails in the bed instead of V wheels and has a PEI sheet. But the Pro V2, where Pro is now all capitalized, has linear
wait.
rails.
Now they have the KP6 is not even an FDM printer.
No, it's 6, KP6. It's like, right, 6 is just a series. So KP, King Rune printer, then the series,
King Rune
and then the
printer.
size.
Oh, okay. Plus and 4K series. Oh, okay.
So KP3M would be their Ender 3 sized, like 220 millimeter linear rail printer.
And this, the one we are checking now, is their brand new one, right?
Well, it's still a 3, still a KP3S because that's their most best-selling printer.
Okay. Automatic leveling, support online storage of automatic leveling offset data. Because usually it's put where? On the board directly? It's stored on the board?
It's running Clipper, so you can access it from your computer, I guess.
Okay, automatic leveling, online
I don't know what that
storage.
means.
XY axis best adjustable, adjust the tightness of the XY synchronous belt by hand tightening the nuts. Okay, that's okay.
Has a belt tensioner.
Okay, nice. And it makes Clipper become reachable, affordable, and usable
Yeah.
for everyone. Blah,
I mean,
blah.
honestly though, it's a how much money for the printer? Less than $300
wait.
printer.
280, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad size, like 210. That's honestly pretty big in terms of a lot of models. So,
Oh, it's already sold out in the US, or they haven't launched in the US yet?
either it's out of stock because you could have pre-ordered it. I did
Oh,
not
okay.
pre-order it, unfortunately.
Okay, then
Another
maybe
printer I want to check out.
maybe a successful launch.
Kieran won't sell me.
Already.
They won't send me a printer. I'm sad. Not popular.
Oh, it's a 10K acceleration.
10K. Yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah, let's wait.
They can they can go more than that. They can do more than that, for sure.
What does ADXL 345 means? I mean, what does
That's their G
right?
sensor. G sensor.
Oh, it's the.
There's a reason why Corelli calls it a G sensor and not an ADXL 345.
Yeah. Okay. Will active vibration compensation. Okay.
Input shaper.
Yeah, input shaper, linear rail guide on all axes. Blah blah.
Yay! Thank you. Thank
Linear
you.
rail, X, Y, and axis. Printer has linear rails guides on X, Y, and axis. I guess there's a Z missing.
You get the Z later.
You get the Z later, which makes your printer more stable and durable in fast movement. By the way, if you find any mistake or typo on our website, please reach out so I can change it.
I'll reach out to my King Rune contact right now.
Yeah. 5:1 gear ratio, 5:1 gear ratio, all metal, 8,000 ring, 50-10 fan. 8,000 rings. What is? I thought it was a 50-50.
Oh yeah. I think it's supposed to be translated RPM. I think.
What? It's a 50-15 or a 15-10? This is a 15-10, and this is a 15-15. 50-15.
It's not a 15. Okay, I'll screenshot that too. Okay, let's get all the let's make an email
let's
to
get all
King
the
Rune.
typo and send everything to them.
Yeah.
So, okay, so here is 50-15, here is 50-10, but I guess it should be 50-15, right?
Yes.
And then 8,000 ring, which you said may be RPM, right?
I think that's supposed to be RPM. Because they even read that, because I don't think they know what that means.
Okay.
That could just be a very poor translation. But
All
8,000
metal?
RPM sounds right.
All metal, do you think they are talking about maybe they're talking about the hot end instead of the extruder?
No, I don't.
All
I hope
aluminum
not.
extruder. I don't think, because usually when we talk about all metal stuff, it's usually all metal hot end, right?
It is an all metal hot end. So maybe that is what they mean.
Yeah, I think. Smart microprocessor. The new extruder means powerful extrusion and better cooling system. Okay. Multi-interface option with the internet connection. Any screen can be printed. Okay, we read that. It's fully with the new bed structure. Is fully ABL auto bed leveling. Okay. Okay, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nice. when you want, I found something in your Amazon marketing that bugs me. Okay, what is it? And we will finish by this because I haven't checked the time, but it's over 3
Yeah, it's
hours.
late.
So
It's late.
yeah, let me know, Mighty Bean, what it is. We'll discuss that very quickly, and then we good, and we'll go to the giveaway. So what is the typo that we had on our Amazon marketing? Your PLA image that says no bubbling, no stringing. Yeah, I do remember that image because we just had a very big.
Oh yeah, we made up. You said it was all made up, right?
Yeah, we just had a really big re-messagings for Polyline PLA, and we went all in with the marketing. We went and checked all the top PLAs and how they marketed and how the market wants to hear, and we went all in, like literally all in. I mean, look at this. Spool guaranteed tangle free. No more tangles, no more hassle. Excellent bed adhesion, no warping, perfect first layer. No stringing, no bubbling, dry filament, no clogging, no jamming. I mean, you can see that we studied all our reviews and made it this way. Right? High diameter accuracy for smooth print, plus minus 0.02 millimeter for 98% of the spool. Dual axis laser gauge. 24/7 customer service and community support team, live stream, Discord, social media. And actually, if you click, there is more. There is polylactic acid, no produced from fossil raw materials, color window, weight gauge, printing setting, product information, spool tar weight, filament is winded on a packed and rigid recycled cardboard, odorless. What else do we have here? Yeah, and then the packaging. So that's our new Polylite PLA marketing. So, and you said, yeah, but wait, there is more. Jam-free technology. Actually, you're right. We are not even talking about our jam-free technology in all of this because people don't care. They don't. And then look at this. We also change our. Where's our beautiful premium A+ content? Oh, here you go. You see, the only PLA you will ever need in huge. Like we don't even give extra information here. The only thing we give is a huge spool picture. Strong print, no jamming, no warping, sticks to the bed, no stringing, no clogging, no bubble, no unpleasant odor, no tangle, no brittleness, consistent diameter.
No
so
brittleness.
Anyway, yeah,
Awesome.
no brittle. There's nothing. That's a perfect filament in the world.
Perfect.
Nothing wrong.
What's the tolerance on it?
0.02 millimeter for 98% of the spool. Okay, so the thing that was bugging you is this one, right? No stringing, no bubbling. So I think it's okay. I mean, it's not a typo, at least. Or it's not a. But does it print at 600 millimeter per second like a new Creality Hyper PLA? Yeah, it can print at 2 kilometers per second. It can print at 1.5 miles per second, depending. And then there is a small star, and that says depending on your setup and your printing setting. But otherwise, it can print at 1 miles per second. Do you do the Amazon product comparison table thing with the different plus? We have an A/B test on that. I'm personally not a big fan of this because it's driving traffic away, especially for this product. But for other product, yes. No printing is disappear after he touched the hot end. No problem. My comments are back in the chat a bit. Yeah, sorry. Mighty Bean. So your marketing shows me your filament with tons of stringing and bubble. Yeah, that's the like. This is an example of stringing, and ours is no stringing, no bubbling. And then this is an example of clogging or jamming, and ours is no clogging, no. So what you mean is we should have used a different filament here, and then we say that like a different color.
Yeah,
for example.
probably. Yeah.
And
maybe.
then, okay.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah. So I like
could
it
write.
ours versus theirs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
I
then
don't
you
like.
can't. You
I
can't
don't
do
like.
that.
I don't like going against
Mm.
others. I prefer just I don't like saying theirs is like this and ours is like this, or like
Yeah.
competitor, and polymaker, competitor and polymaker. Because first, that's not very nice, and second, that's not true. So you should add a funny ours versus over pictures that many Chinese. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a very good way to market.
No.
Cool. I'm kidding, but in real life, I print a lot of polymaker filament, and this is real, never clogging and popping. I mean, the no clogging and no jamming, to be honest, is highly related to our jam-free technology. But
Does
can you imagine?
Polysmooth have jam-free technology?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And can you imagine that out of all of this marketing, we don't have anything about one of our best innovation in the PLA market, which is the jam-free technology.
Yeah.
Why? Because people don't care. People, they only care about something that works. So
It works.
and that's why we change everything, because we wanted to focus on what people want to hear, what people are looking for. And people have a lot of tangle issue, then we have to say it's tangle free. They have a lot of first layer issue, then it's first layer free or something.
First layer free, no first layer. Skip it.
No first layer. So
Great
anyway,
question for you.
yeah.
What do you feel about high speed filament? Because that's going to be a lot of people are talking about that.
Yeah,
High speed.
it's training. It's training, and it's in our pipeline as well. So how do we build our product pipeline? Is basically we go from market trend, micro trend, and micro trend, and then from this trend we develop a pipeline. And yeah, fast printing is definitely a macro trend. So we do have materials coming for this. Actually, the first one may or may not be in a line that custom printer community like.
Ooh.
That's all what I can say.
custom
Mighty
printers.
Bean, even if you had used different colors of Polymaker, that would even be better. That image is, look how good and bad our filament can print. Yeah, I mean, that's a good idea. You know what I can do? I can just Photoshop the stringy one and make it gray, like a dark gray or a light gray.
So dark gray, K2 gray,
or like a dark, light, dark, light, dark gray, and the other one as well. That's a good idea, actually. Mighty Bean, that's a very good idea. Thank you so much for highlighting that. And like I said, if you see anything in our marketing that, especially typos and illogical thing, then please let me know. But Mighty Bean, I think that's an excellent idea. And I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the stringing one as a gray, like it's the other things, but without saying other or something. Yeah, it's a very good idea. But I'm just gonna Photoshop it, because actually I still have the prints here. I made this print, and I actually struggle to make a print that's string. I struggle to make this. Like, I think I made a huge Z-hop, no retraction, very, very high temperature. And then I managed to have, I mean, you can see that this is not typical stringing, right? Nobody has this type of.
That's oof.
That's if you have this with standard setting, then just throw away your printer, or change your notes. Do something, because there's something wrong.
Cursed.
I want a Creality Hyper PLA. You said Polytera has also a high melt flow rate. Would that make sense to compare them? Yeah, that could be interesting. It makes sense.
I do have to warn. Polytera, for some reason, I don't know. I don't feel like it prints as nice at high speeds, because you have to have the temperature super, super, super high in order to print it at those speeds.
Kevin Tucker say it's bridging, not stringing.
Bridging. True.
Negative retraction.
Negative retraction. Actually.
Yeah, I tried already, but it doesn't accept negative number.
Oh, damn smart slicers.
Our filament is so good, you don't even need a printer. Yeah, that's a good marketing as well. Okay, guys.
All right.
I'm enjoying too much, but unfortunately I need to.
I am awesome.
I need to get back to work at some point. I need to make sure I don't have too many frustrated people in my DMs. So I need to do my part of the job.
Yeah, you should answer my DMs.
Oh, is there a DM I didn't answer from you?
Wow.
Or is that the ticket from Steve?
No, I want that answer too.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you provide that answer?
Well, let me get an answer first, and then I can forward that answer.
Okay.
There's one from me as well. Okay. Okay, guys. So we are 76 and 77. Actually, I'm really happy that you guys are interested in tangents, because whether, or actually, does that mean, because whether I notify people or I don't notify people on the Discord and on Twitter, I have similar amount of watch people. So it looks like the Twitch notification is working well, or it's just that there's nobody else streaming at this time. I don't know.
I think it's because you're not actually alerting everyone on the Discord now. So the people that they know that we're live, they know that we're live.
Okay, great. So let's see who is today's winner.
Hope it's me. I want some of that new dark magenta.
5 for fuchsia, 4 for magenta, 3 for dark magenta, 2 for purple, and 1 for a color code. Go! I love that Polymaker interacts with the community. I love interacting with the community too. I love that you guys are interacting with me.
Yeah. Is it Polymaker or is it Nick? Hey! There we go. Look at that.
Original Zerno! Congratulations! Have you made it
This guy's everywhere.
that far? Oh, really? I think that's the first time I see this, how do you call it? Bribe Lego? No. The bribe is the woman, or it doesn't matter. What is the English word for the bribe?
Groom?
Oh, groom. A groom Lego. Yeah, Original Zuno. Congratulations. And let's do 1 or 2 more. Let's do 1 more, because I wish we have a little bit of YouTube. I don't know how many.
Let's go to get a YouTube winner. How's that sound?
YouTube, and Creatrix was here. I didn't know. Hybrid. I didn't know Creatrix was here.
She said, "Yay, Kellers!" As we're arguing about Kellers.
Oh, really? Oh, maybe
It's
she
not fun.
came. Maybe she came in the middle of the color argument and then said, "Oh, again this color argument," and then left. Stranger Things. Stranger 3D Things. Congratulations. Let me see. Again from Twitch. Yep, I'm here since the third stream and won't go away until I want all the color. Yeah, non-fam. I remember. I mean, there is some name that, to be honest, was there on my very, very first stream. That was for the hook contest. The hook contest was the very first stream. My second stream was Black Friday, 1 year after, and then we started the live streaming. So I don't know if anyone is aware of that hook contest, but that was amazing. I really love that.
Yeah, you tell us about the hook contest all the time.
Stranger 3D Things. I don't think he's there.
What happened to this contest I was supposed to set up in the Discord? What happened to all that? We had so much debate and discussion and planning about
contest, the profile tool, the new structure, the notification system.
The contest. I tried to do the contest. All right, I tried and failed.
Bismarck may need to redraw. Okay, let's redraw them.
Maybe do a contest and advertise it at Rocky Mountain. Get us people on Discord, huh? We'll make it a really good prize.
Actually, I wish for Rocky Murph and for Murph and Earth, we would prepare in advance and do something like
prepare in advance. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Congratulations, Just Meka from Twitch as well. Just Meka, are you here? Don't make it involve CAD work.
Yeah, no. That was the whole debate of like what kind of contest do we do.
I don't want Zombie in charge of the contest if he can't even stick to a pole.
You say it doesn't look nice? You say it doesn't look nice? They wanted every other color. I said every 3. Come on, that looks pretty good.
That's nice. Oh, you
Let's
made
get
a
it
poll
going.
on what color you want the.
Oh, god damn it. Whatever.
I
I forgot
don't
to
break
tighten
it.
this.
Don't break it. Let me break it with mine. With Scott made one for me, so I will
Mine's gonna
enjoy
be better.
I will enjoy breaking zombies Death Racer.
Whatever.
Oh, just Mecca, congratulations. Oh, you're lucky. Your lucky zombie has started talking, so I had to wait because I was about to redraw.
Oh,
So
nice.
congratulations, you are doing your homework. So sorry for disturbing, but congratulations for winning a spool of Polymaker Filament. And one more to hopefully get the YouTube winner. Original Zuno. Oh, something I don't like about the Polymaker website. Searching for purple gives a nice list of all the product with the color purple. It does not show that there is multiple purples for some product lines. I didn't know dark purple was a thing until recently. Okay, that will be solved very soon, Original Zuno, because yes, on our website, we only list out the lines of product that has the color, but it doesn't say how many colors there is inside. So if you type purple, yeah, so it will do like this. Oh, that's pretty nice actually. But yeah, indeed, in Polyterra, for example, we have
Now type magenta.
Magenta. Yeah, it's not well. I mean, this is dual silk, right? But yeah, it's not nice.
All right,
nice.
we have no winning winners. That's all I had to see. Lots of color options. Lots of options.
Yeah, we have a lot of. So Original Zuno, we will have. Actually, I did try it. I did try the first version of it, of our web app, and it's so amazing. Ooh, it's spinning. Ooh, it's spinning.
Not spinning correctly, but we can fix that.
First 30 piece harvested, gonna be a good crop. Oh, level bed. Already 30 piece printed? No way. You started yesterday. Okay, that's amazing. So you guys, if you don't know, Level Bed is or Level Bedded, I should say, is the one printing our display for the scientist, and he has to print 312 or 300 something pieces in less than a few days because it's oh wait, it's next week.
Yeah, it's next week.
Oh my god, the festival is next week. Oh, that's fast. Oh, that's fast. One more because I did not win one of the print race last Friday, LM, because I was not about speed at the time. Okay, so let's do one more, and hopefully from YouTube, and then we finish the live stream. And the last winner of today's live stream is someone from YouTube called. Yeah!
Hey, Veronica, are you still here?
Veronica from YouTube. Let me get on YouTube. Veronica, please be there. Otherwise, I will have to redraw, and then it's gonna be someone from Twitch, and then.
Oh,
Please,
Twitch people.
Veronica.
These Twitch viewers, I'm telling you, man. And we're not gonna forget to raid out tonight.
Oh yeah. Oh, can we read YouTube, please? Can we read YouTube? Someone was actually. Yeah, I want.
No,
to.
there's no rating YouTube. It's a fake raid where you post a link.
Oh, nobody is live on
And
YouTube.
no one's live on
Nobody is never live on YouTube.
Who streams at this time at night? I'm telling you, no one does. Only me and you.
Yeah, Veronica, congratulations, our YouTube winner. And actually,
I got it. We got it.
How do we bank contact? Comment Twitch and bank contact.
Builder's Mark got it.
Oh,
We have
Builders
the
Mark
info.
got it?
Yep. Congratulations.
Amazing.
Come on to
Thank you so much.
Twitter.
Okay, so
Twitch.
I guess we need to find someone, right?
Yeah, I don't know
We
who's
need to
live.
find someone. So who is live?
Oh, Security Live is doing cool things with 3D printing and software.
Let's go.
Is there anyone else? Let's see who else is on.
3D printed decks just joined our Discord.
Are they live?
Deck, Android,
Have you checked out Security Live? His stuff is like, it'll blow your mind.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I have this here. Okay.
He's
Oh, he's doing. Oh, yeah. Stop motion, right?
Whoa! Oh, he's doing that today. No.
I think. Oh, yeah. I think I think. Oh, at least I'm following, so I should know, I guess, what he's doing. But yeah, good
he
idea.
does all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it looks like he's working on something cool. Okay, let's go and say hello then.
Yeah, he's doing
should-
custom screen capture for Lego, so he can do
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
green screen Lego with his.
I know.
kids.
Is it the guy that is doing the astronomy as well with his
Yes.
electronical telescope?
Yeah, he's like a genius.
Yeah, definitely. This guy, I mean, he's the definition of smart. Should be done by Friday Eve, Saturday morning, ship hopefully Saturday afternoon, Monday morning at the latest. Okay, cool. And I mean, I don't know the US to US shipping time, but I guess it should arrive within the week, right? Merci, non-fan. Thank you. Okay, cool. So thanks again, Zombie, for joining the stream. Good luck with your Death Racer, and no stress. It's only next week. So
It's
no
only next
stress.
week. Oof, this thing.
And yeah, thanks again for every single one in the community that is, really helping out on Rocky Mountain and helping out on Discord.
The Discord has gotten really, really awesome. Like, there's so many people just helping, and the
I agree.
conversations are really good. I love it.
I agree. I'm always so excited actually to go on the Discord just because of I just love the environment.
Yeah.
Basically, it really makes it. When I'm stressed, I just go there and check some prints and see people talking with each other and very open-minded, and I just love it. So anyway, thanks again, everyone. I will see you on Print Busters, even though we did a little bit of a Print Buster today. And yeah, so I'll see you on Friday morning for me, Thursday evening for you. Have a good one.